You're on.
We're on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Limo Talk. How are you? GothamGoldGraz.com. Ins41.com. Bobby Ins41 in Zorello. Tea time with Teresa on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. Board up extraordinaire Richard Zarelli. And you know who I am.
Howdy.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
How are you?
how's it going? What's happening?
What's going on?
Good weekend. It was like a sauna out there the whole weekend.
Yes.
And the rain. This rain was intense, but I
Yes.
didn't clear things up. You would think a good rain like this would clear things up. It did not. It's worse.
Including my
we didn't
white
get
car.
much.
It's worse.
I heard other areas got killed. We didn't get much at all by me.
I got some rain.
I mean, I
We
got
got
some.
rain.
Valley
Yeah.
Stream got rain.
Yeah.
I think the grass is good for the grass, man. I
Good for
needed
the
that.
grass.
Good for the grass.
Grass
Look at my
looks
hair.
great.
Look
You know what
at
always
my
cracks me
hair.
up?
It's a good
When I
hair
drive
day.
down a block and it's pouring
Yes.
and I see someone's sprinkler on.
Oh, come on.
That's like using your windshield washer when the fucking pouring out.
I know.
You know?
And they're paying for
It's
that.
right up there. They got the water going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say to myself, you know what? I'm glad I used the.
Right.
I go back. I
Right.
turn the nozzle on and I
Yes.
turn the nozzle off. I don't have timers,
Instead of the timer.
and my sprinklers go on when I think they need it,
When you
not when
tell
the
them
lawn
to.
thing, not when the water company that put the sprinkler system in thinks it needs it. Get the fuck out of here! And this all this bullshit about when you can water your lawn and when you can't water your lawn.
Yeah.
I look at my lawn; it's burning.
Yes.
I'm not going to go, oh, I can't water till tomorrow. That's like, imagine somebody's
You gotta
fucking
water
dying
it.
in the street and they need water bad and you're going to go, well, you know what? I really can't give you a sip till tomorrow. Fucking thing's dying. The grass is fucking dying.
How bad is yours right now?
It was bad. Now it's
like
good.
It's like hay.
Oh, no, now it's good.
This morning it was hay, and
No,
then
I've been keeping the water going when it's dead,
Yes.
when it looks bad.
Yeah.
I get the water going. I go out,
Right,
turn
turn
the
it
nozzle
on.
on. And
Now, don't you have to move the? What do you just have one back and forth?
I got a really nice sprinkler that
one
has
zone.
I can turn it so that it goes narrow, or I can turn it that it goes really, really
Oh,
wide.
That's nice.
I can make it so that it hits my neighbor's car.
I
when
like
he's annoying me.
that. Yeah.
I can make it so that I could do
I
that.
can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go like
Pivot,
that, right?
pivot.
I go like
hey, you know,
yeah, I look
Probably
at his
like-
car, I see it's
you
just
know-
washed. I'm like,
You know, this freaking guy
want to smoke,
yesterday.
smoke weed in your driveway,
Yeah.
huh?
you know.
I can totally see it. Living next to Bobby has got to be a little bit of an adventure, though.
It is a bit of an adventure.
You know what I mean?
Do you get along
like,
with your neighbors?
Very well. I do. But it's kind of like a
As
funny
long as they
thing.
listen to him, he's good. For
Yeah.
them.
yeah, as long as they don't make it.
So the
Like
guy,
Mr.
the guy
Moss.
next to me,
Remarks.
this guy Francis next to me, great guy, really great guy, and his wife.
You talk about him a lot.
Yeah, he's a good guy, really good guy. But his driveway,
Oh,
and sometimes I'm like, why'd you park like that?
Why'd you park like that?
Like all the way up. You should have known I was going to put my sprinkler on.
wow.
Bruno Capola saying hello to his favorite. He thinks
Hi, Bruno.
he thinks you're the talent of the show. So first of
What a
all,
guy.
Thank you.
let's tell you what's
I
going on
appreciate it.
here.
Thank you.
Pat Walsh.
We've got food.
Pat Walsh was
And dessert.
on the phone with me today, and we were talking about he's making a pasta sauce. Now Pat's an Irish guy. I think is he Jewish?
Oh,
Is he
God.
an Irish
I
Jew?
have no idea.
All right, so he's an Irish guy.
Okay.
ethnicity.
So he says he's buying.
Did you taste it?
No, he
Says
goes.
he's buying?
He goes. I'm buying
Oh.
sauce from Gunther's, and I'm just going to put the meat sauce in the Gunther's sauce.
Okay.
Gintas.
And I go, "Are you kidding me? How do you do that?" So I guilted him into making a homemade fresh pasta with parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Wow.
And Simon and Garfunkel showed up.
Yeah,
and
they
sang the chorus.
did.
He's got an upset stomach, so he's not going to have any.
Okay.
But I got a upset stomach.
But you and I and
My
Richie
stomach's never upset.
are
I
go-
wish it was.
you and I and Richie are going to critique
This
Pat
is like
Walsh.
a taste test.
Yeah,
kind of thing?
Irish. I want to know what an Irish guy's pasta.
Oh God, I'm scared.
I'm scared
Did he
too.
bake-
I'm very,
did he bake
very
the bread?
scared.
But his house is
Good
getting
question.
remodeled.
Oh, that's
Yes.
even better.
No, he had everything
So
spread
there's like
out.
sawdust in all the fucking
No,
food.
don't.
That's all you had to tell him.
You know,
Oh my
his house is
God.
being
I mean-
remodeled. There's a drip in the pot he used to make the sauce. He was catching water with under his sink the other
we've
day.
got pasta, we've got pane, we've got bread, we've
Pat
got
says
my
I totally
wine, we've
guilted.
got
I totally guilted him
donuts.
into making a regular
So
sauce.
let me get this straight. He was going to take some fucking jarred sauce.
no.
and throw meat in it.
Gunther's makes a sauce.
I don't
pre-made
give a
sauce.
fuck who makes it. You don't use jarred
I
sauce.
never even heard of them.
Gunther's.
Good-
Fuck you,
all right, so-
Gunther's.
So
Gunther's.
Gunther's
I'm
makes
from
a boat.
Queens. What good?
If
what
my
good
grandmother made a sauce and put it in a jar, then I might have it. But
I think it's
but the
pronounced
bottom
Gintas.
line is, I am not eating some fucking
Wow,
store-bought jarred
that
sauce.
looks really meaty.
He said ins. He says
Oh my
he says
God.
ins. He says ins. You should maybe bring it home and have some.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it home.
He's gonna bring it home. Yeah.
So I want to.
What's his name?
Pat Wall.
It's Pat.
Yeah, yeah, we like
Oh,
Pat.
Pat. Yeah, I don't want to insult Pat, but I can't.
So he
That,
said
that,
you-
would,
Little
that will have me. That right there.
Wait, I
We'll
gotta smell
we'll
it
have
first.
me out of
I
here
gotta
in
do
20
the smell
minutes.
test. Sorry.
All right, so if everybody on Facebook and YouTube could share the show,
Share the show.
Bruno, I know you have. Ann Rothney, I know you have. Pat, share the show.
My whole philosophy. on
Here's
this before.
here's what's going on.
What are you sniffing it for? The guy
Taz-
made it. He's probably watching.
I'm sorry,
Don't
Pat.
embarrass
I have
us.
to smell it. I have to smell it
Smell
before I
it.
eat
Taz,
it.
the resident artist, has put YouTube videos out for us, and we're doing very well.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you folks can go and maybe
I feel like
subscribe.
I'm on a fucking food show right now. Look
Yeah,
at this.
really.
He's doling out fucking
That's not
portions
good.
here.
Are you gonna let me talk? I want these people to subscribe to
smells
YouTube.
good.
Limo Talk. We put the
listen.
Jim Hughes up there. I'm getting complaints that
I
we
saw the
we
Jim
talk
Hughes today.
we talk over each other. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna step it up a notch
We have
because
to raise
there's
our
all these
hand
new
first.
there's
Raise
all
our
these new
hand first.
podcasts coming on.
Listen, just give me a
Can
fork.
I just
I
get
need
something
a
straight
fork.
right now?
Yeah,
There's
Give me
only
a
one
fork.
person here who talks over everybody.
that's not me.
What made you feel like it was you?
It's not
that I was
me.
talking about?
That's
the way-
not me.
Just the way you said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not me. I don't
All right,
talk
I'm-
over
I'm
everybody.
going in.
Yeah,
I'm
you really
going
do.
in.
Yeah. All right. So here's your fork.
Thank you.
All right. So Pat Walsh,
Go fork yourself.
his bolognese sauce. Let's go.
Why am I hearing everything twice? Because your phone is on and I can hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So it's a bolognese.
Oh my God, it's actually very
It's
good.
not bad.
It's not bad.
No.
Nope.
Tony
No, it's missing.
Tony Roberto used to make a nicer bolognese.
It's not bad, Pat. I'm proud of you. It's just missing the grated cheese. I like my little, with some grated cheese.
Pat, if you're on your way around
It's pretty
here,
good.
just bring some grated cheese.
He's got his kids.
It's
He's not
good.
coming.
Yeah, a
It's,
little
it's
grated cheese.
The
very
kids could
good.
use a
Pat,
night out.
Thank you, Pat. This is very good.
Bruno would like a jar sent. It's the rest of the sauce. Let me tell you something, Bruno.
It's not bad.
I got to give him credit.
I'm
I saw he was making it by hand.
All
He
right.
really did a nice job.
Good.
So for Pat Walsh, the official beer distributor, and also now cook for Limo Talk, we thank you, Mr. Walsh.
This is very tasty.
Yeah,
Very good. It just needs a little grated cheese on top, and then
Mhm.
good to go.
I totally guilted him. He was still doing the sauce as I walked into his house. I go, are you fucking kidding me?
I love when you watch these fucking shows when somebody's making they're like giving you a recipe and they're making all this shit and they put it together and they got little bowls of everything ready to go
You gotta give some
and they
to
make
Bobby.
it in 4
Bobby-
minutes.
Bobby needs
Excuse
some.
me.
Right.
I already had my statement. And they all got these little bowls that dump it all in. Boom! They got the whole thing fucking done in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they go. Then the finished product is already sitting there. So they taste it. They taste it, and it's always.
Always.
And how could everything taste so fucking good all the time?
Let me tell you
All the
something.
time.
This is really
There's
good.
nothing bad.
Yeah, you wouldn't say anything bad.
No, I would.
What are you
No,
gonna say?
if it
What are
sucked,
you
I
gonna
would have
say?
said it sucked.
What are you gonna say? This
If it-
tastes like
I would
shit.
If
say-
it would have sucked, it would have.
I
I
would've
would have
said
said
it.
it.
There was
Yeah.
like an
said
off
it.
flavor or something to it.
No, I wouldn't be eating it. It's not bad.
Felix
It's really
Restucci says hello, everybody. Ann Rothney says hello. Hey, Ann.
good.
I don't know if you got my message. I need the address to the 777 liquor store out in Taft, California. I have a friend coming to that area in the late Christmas area, and I need that address because he wants to walk in and he wants to really realistically hear if your daughter is working that night, if I can get some sales for your liquor store. Greg DiFilippo just jumped on. Greg, share the show. We miss you. What else?
Hi, Greg.
I think he's got some like diced peppers and like garlic in there.
Well, he's got the carrots in
Very
there
good.
too.
Yep.
I played the same song for the first time in 11 years
You did?
on Limo Talk. Yeah, I'm liking that song, right?
Wow.
Midnight Rider by
You do like that.
I
song.
do like
Oh.
that song. So Pat Walsh's pasta, I give it an A minus
Oh, and you
Why is the
love-
minus? What's the
because we
minus?
didn't have cheese,
Oh, that's the minus.
but we have bread. He gave us
That's not-
bread.
That's not
He gave
his
us
fault.
bread. Did he
You
bake
want
the
bread?
bread?
He did not bake the bread. This looks
Oh,
like Gunther's bread. What do you laugh? What, Bob?
You
Nothing.
forgot the
I'm just
vino.
saying.
Where's this Gunter's?
Gintas.
Ginter's.
Yeah, I
Right.
keep calling it Gunther's
I know it's not Guntas
Why is it not Gunther's?
because it's not called that.
because it's not called that. It's called Gintas. That's why.
I can see what's going to happen tonight is I am
Hold on.
sweting profusely.
I know, I
are.
noticed. I
Take
noticed.
off your
You know what?
shirt. Take
It's
off your
comfortable
shirt.
in here.
Oh yeah, take
Is
the
it
shirt off.
comfortable in here?
Take
Yeah,
the
it
shirt
is.
off.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Show
it's a
some
good idea.
boobage.
You want to make sure? I'm glad I didn't eat if you take your shirt off.
What are you laughing about? Where were you last week? You
There
couldn't
you
come and hang out with us?
All right,
You told me you were hanging out with us. You tell me
these cups, they move.
I'm
as you
coming in.
pour 'em.
I'm coming in. I'm coming in.
I planned.
I wasn't gonna
coming
count on
in
cups
at around
being here,
10-ish.
so
Slide them on the sliding
I
across
had
the
to
table.
meet
as I'm pouring.
someone in Bethpage and
Hold it.
straighten out a situation.
Ooh.
Okay.
What's the situation?
Situation.
And the situation was resolved, but I ended up staying and bullshitting longer than I expected. So,
That's a shock.
Well, here.
That is
Cheers
surprising.
to everybody on Facebook
Salute.
and YouTube, all our
Cheers.
listeners.
Salute
good
Cheers
health.
to you guys.
to good health.
May your summer be filled with happiness and love. Make sure you don't try Pat Walsh's bolognese sauce.
The hell's it Christmas here?
Pat Walsh, thank you
What are you
for
fucking
the
Tiny Tim
thank
over
you for
here?
the-
God bless us, everyone.
What's the problem? Trying to be. I'm
Thank you
trying to
very
come
much.
You're trying
across
to be
as
everything
nice.
you're not.
It's so mean to me.
I'm not mean. I'm just realistic.
No, you're not
There you go.
realistic. All right, I'm a nice person.
Ooh,
What happened? What was
Oh,
that?
this tastes like melted lipstick.
this is yeah, this is strong.
Yeah. This is not good.
No. We're honest. This is not good.
Hey, if
This
anybody's going out tonight,
Bobby,
if
where's
you're
that
thinking of
semi
buying-
sweet?
if you're thinking of buying the Walking Fool,
Can we trade you?
the Walking Fool
Can we trade him for that
wine,
one?
I think
it's a red wine blend.
I don't know what it
That's
is.
the problem.
But it's,
What they did was they
That's
took the
the
bottom of the
problem.
barrel for every
Wow.
wine they made this week, and they poured it into this bottle.
You know, it's,
Well, it's
called,
not that bad,
the Walking
guys.
Fool, and you got to be a
I don't
fool to
know.
drink
I'll
this.
take another sip, but that
No.
wasn't the first.
I'm
was
going to
not-
drink it.
So how far are we away from the Gilgo murderer?
Um,
Oh, look at this.
Couple miles.
Oh, that's less. That's ours, right? That's. That's. Oh my.
That's-
Oh, there.
That's
there.
all
There.
right.
Get out of here.
Is that the one I gave you?
Thank you.
I gotta
Oh,
tell
that's
you.
your own
purchased it
First of all-
on Friday
if
first of
this
all-
night.
was grass right here, I would dump this right on the ground.
All right. So first of all, I gotta tell you, your beard looks fantastic.
Wait, I gotta
You look-
get rid of
you
what's
look.
in
You look
here.
younger. Two is,
I gotta
you know,
get
you
rid of it.
retired from being on the show last week, but you're on right now. All right.
Oh, that's a fair point.
So
Grouse.
here's my point.
Grouse, that's a
I
fair
do
point.
not accept your retirement.
There you
You
go.
are not. I am not accepting it.
It's
I don't
over,
give
Johnny.
I don't give a shit what you
He's
say.
not going anywhere.
No, but you know what? You
He's
don't
in
know
the
what
other
happened
room, he's
last
still
week.
talking.
He says he didn't want to. He goes, I officially retire from being on your show and all other shows on
Really?
Strong Island.
Well, then I'm really glad I interviewed him before that happened.
And I said, why? He goes, I'm not feeling it anymore. So a year and a half ago, he was feeling it. Now, a year and a half later, he's not feeling us anymore. So I got a problem with that.
The bottom line is this.
Go ahead.
Thank
He
you.
wants to do other shit. He doesn't want to be called
He does-
at your beckoning call in the middle of doing something. Oh, yeah, well, we got Bobby Lucero on. And the fucking guy's sitting there. I mean, think about it. Just think things through for a second. The guy's sitting, he's fiddling around with something. And Bobby Lucero, what do you think of that? And the guy's like, oh, fuck, he's falling up a ladder, trying to get behind the counter. Yeah, fuck.
I don't know if he's shocked that you're actually defending him.
No, because he knows I got it. I'm hitting it spot on. You like calling somebody who's in another room.
Spontaneity.
Yeah.
We've always done
The guy could be in the
Spontaneity.
bathroom fucking wiping right there. And you going, oh, Bobby was there. What do you think?
Oh,
the
that's
fuck?
so
Use
much
your brain.
better. That's so
All right. Listen,
Bobby, you can
here's
put
the-
Yeah, but
this
I'd
over
yeah,
there.
that goes in the stock.
That's got to go in
put-
his stock.
Okay, for emergency.
Put that on the
You
three.
said
that might clear up the toilet if you got any clogs.
If someone is, if it suits their palate, it's not their
Palate,
Their
what
palate, but you know. So it's not that it's not drinkable. It's you got to
Oh,
be
it's
in,
drinkable,
you gotta
but
be into
it's-
it.
It
Yeah.
swallows nice.
You got to be into it.
516-945
No, that's the worst.
9099 if you'd like to give us a call. We're all talking over each other because Teresa's here.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
You just did.
All right, listen. I was at City Field last night,
Yes.
and something.
What happened
I
there?
go up. No, I mean, Kate got tickets for Met game last month for Father's Day for me.
Nice.
Because me and you were going to Met game.
Nice, sweet.
So my other daughter's going, why would you buy him tickets to City Field? He works there. But
Mhm.
it was great.
Where'd you sit? Where'd you sit?
Anyway, we went to Parkside Restaurant first in Corona, right?
Nice.
Then we went to Lemon Ice King. There's a friend of mine, Mike, owns Lemon Ice King. We go there. Had a nice night. Then we go to the game. But
Not
in the
papaya.
meantime, we get to Parkside. It's like 6:30. Game supposed to start at 7:10. Waiter comes over. Doesn't speak much English. He goes like this. He goes, "You guys are ready to order?" I go, yeah, we'll get a glass of wine. We're going, and I go, yeah, we're on our way to City Field. We're going to the game. He goes, oh, the game is delayed.
Oh,
It's delayed.
Is it delayed?
I go, it's delayed. He goes, yeah. They're supposed to start. How the fuck this guy know? A waiter working.
Right, how's he-
He goes, it's supposed to start at 7:10. They're gonna start.
delayed.
They're gonna start at 8:30.
He was right.
So we're sitting there, and I'm going, how the fuck does this guy know? So anyway, now we're taking our time, taking our sweet fucking time. I finished my dinner. It was delicious, very good. I had my chicken piccata, but they forgot the
I
capers.
love
You got to put the
chicken
capers on the
You
fucking
need
chicken.
capers.
No capers. There's no capers. It was chicken franchise as far as I'm concerned, but it was very good. So I had it. She had some chicken, some eggplant rollatini, whatever. Then I go like this. We got time. Let's go coffee. Bring the coffee over. We're drinking coffee. I go to Lemon Ice King. I walk up across the street, but past the park over there, and I see my friend Mike. Hey, Mike, how you doing? We're talking. Give me a lemon ice. Give me a medium. You know, she's like, oh, give me this. She wanted
Did you get
the.
your lemon? Did you get lemon?
I only get lemon,
I know.
folks. Only lemon. I was brought up that way. So and it's a Lemon Ice King. So how can you not get
I
lemon?
know.
So I go. So I
You got
Go ahead,
lemon.
Lemon Ice King.
I go. I
I
leave.
love the lemon.
I leave that. We walked. We were like 10 blocks away. Well, because we couldn't park, so we walked. We get to the car. But in the meantime, Mike goes like this to me. He goes, "Oh, you going to the Met game tonight?" I says, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, they're in the third inning now." I was like,
The way to give you the wrong info.
so I go like this. I go, "What the fuck?"
He just
He
did
goes-
you give him a good tip?
He goes like this. Yeah, I did.
Oh my
I go.
God.
What are you talking about in the third inning? They weren't supposed to start till
Well
8:30.
played.
So he
Waiter.
goes like this, and this was like 8:40 now. He goes, yeah, they're going into the third inning now. He goes, look at the
Wow.
TV in the store next door to me.
Hmm.
Fucking TV. I put the look in the TV. They're going to the top of the third. Second inning's over.
Wow.
So we're like, oh my God, we take off. I get to City Field. We finally get in. We went through the K corner because all the freaking gates are closed now because we thought the game was starting late, but it didn't start as late as we thought. We get in there. I walk in and I go to the concession stand, and it's funny. All I wanted at this point was water. I'm fucking
Oh,
walking.
my
I'm
God.
parched, and it always kills me that they do this. Now the City Field now has the same system that UBS has, which is you put your card in, and you hit the price you accept,
Yes.
and then a little check comes up.
Yep.
But before that, it says, "Do you want to leave a tip? 10%, 15%,
Oh, I see.
20%."
I see. Yeah.
Custom.
Custom
Then it
tip.
says
Yes.
skip.
Yeah.
So I hit the fucking skip button. Guy gave me water and a beer.
Okay.
Right? Water.
Did he say something to you?
No.
Oh.
But I'm sitting there going, skip. It won't accept skip. Skip again. So now the guy I go,
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Now
Now
you gotta
I
tell them
look,
that
you want to
they
hit the
did.
skip.
yeah. So I think they did this
Yeah.
on purpose.
It's like the
Yeah, yeah.
slot machines
Yeah.
and AC.
They're gonna shame you.
So I go like
Yes.
this.
He's
I
gonna
go,
tip shame you.
I go, let me explain something to you, buddy. You handed me a water and a can of
Oh
beer.
my God.
I am not tipping you. You hit skip. So he hit skip and it went through. Like only his
Oh.
finger. Right?
Mm.
So he goes, no, that's all right. I go, yeah, I know it's all right.
Oh,
So
thanks.
if I could sit down. So we're sitting now. I go to the Excelsior level. I didn't care where my tickets wasn't going to sit where I was wanted to sit. So I go to the Excelsior level. Kate's sitting there and she's like, it's fucking hot in here. There's no breeze in the Excelsior level. So then we went up. I ended up going up to the promenade. And I saw this guy that I worked the concerts with, this guy, John, I worked the Grateful Dead concerts with. And I said, John, any seats open over here? He goes, yeah. So we ended up sitting in section 424, which I never would have picked to start the
Oh.
day.
Right.
And then we're watching the game, and the Mets can't get a hit.
They
just
couldn't
can't
get a hit. They couldn't get a hit today.
Which game?
Well, they won today.
But they won today. But they
Right,
couldn't get a hit.
So they can't get a hit. And then there's
Scherzer.
and now my daughter, who's not a huge, she likes baseball, but she's not. Fly ball to right field, that guy Stewart runs like a deer to get to it.
Yeah, you dropped the
Drops
ball.
it.
Yeah.
Drops it. She goes, oh, that's embarrassing. She goes like that. And people start laughing around her because she's,
Right.
Right?
That's something my wife would say at a baseball game.
Later on, she goes, he ran all the way to it just to drop it. I was like, yeah. I said, well, he forgot to read the instructions on the mitt,
Oh my God.
It was like, so sure enough, I says, Kate, that never happens. Major leaguers never drop a pop-up. But no, they do.
Yeah.
Because Brett Beatty, just an inning later, fly ball to third base,
Hit it
pop up to third base.
Hit him right in the face.
He not only dropped it, he missed it, and he hit him in the
Wow.
fucking face and bounced the other way.
Yeah, but you knew he was in trouble when he was trying to circle
Yeah.
third base,
Yeah.
and everybody on Fox is like, "Uh-oh, he's in trouble." And what made it even worse
It was
is he had a horrible at bat before.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He struck out on 3 pitches.
On 3 pitches.
Well, that was the thing. Alvarez gets a big hit, because Pham walked, which is a Met rally, a walk.
Yeah, it's true.
Hit by pitch is like a bonus, but so they got the walk. Alvarez, I said to my daughter just before, I says, this guy smokes the ball. I says, he really hits the ball hard. And he did. He smoked one to left center field. He ended up on first base. The other guy went to third, right? So now we got first and third, nobody out. Connor's coming up to pinch hit for Vogel Flaps. And
as blind Jim calls him, Vogel douche.
all right, well, I'm a little bit nicer then.
Yeah, apparently.
So Connor comes up, first pitch. What does he do? Pops up to first base. Foul ball, no less. Out.
On the first pitch.
Beatty, strike one, strike two, strike three, goodbye. And Guillorme strikes out. I'm like, we can't even put a ball in play. It was pathetic.
And we needed that game too.
Today they blow the game for Scherzer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But they ended up coming out ahead and winning.
So Bobby says we're
Yankees blew the game.
Yankees
today
blew
as well.
their game. They're winning 7-5.
You know,
They're winning 5-1 and 7-5. And they blew
exactly.
it.
And 7-5 was late in the game.
Yeah.
And then
That was in the
you know,
10th inning, 11th inning.
Right. They give up a freaking 2-run homer to tie the game, and you knew it was over from there.
So,
but
yeah.
it's like, but you drop 2 out of 3 now to the Rockies. You drop 2 out of 3 to the Cubs before the All-Star break. You know, I mean, you can't tell me that this team can't win these games. You should be winning
But not
these
for nothing.
games.
That new rule from last year where you put a guy on second when the game's tied up.
yes.
That's
It's
not
gotta
why.
go.
That's
But
not
it's
why.
gotta
That's not
go.
why they lost.
It's gotta go.
It's
We don't
so-
just put people on base.
It's so little league.
Yeah, you know why? And you know why I like to
It
get
is,
to the league.
but-
All right.
It's ridiculous.
So Pittsburgh's playing. Cincinnati's playing today. It was 3-3, and then it was 4. It was 3-3 going into the 10th. They put the runner on second base. They scored 8 runs. The other team scored 8 runs. And then Pittsburgh got up and only scored 1 run.
Mhm.
I don't like the guy being on second
It's horrible.
base.
I
It's
don't either.
horrible.
It's
I remember it
terrible.
happened to me.
It's
I was at
terrible.
Baseball Heaven. Yes, right, Christine. Baseball Heaven in Yaphank, right, which is now called Lasorda's
Lasorda
Legacy
Legacy
Park.
Titans
Yes.
Legacy Park.
No,
it's
it's Lasorda
Lasorda.
Legacy.
Yeah, but the
Legacy
Titans are all over that thing.
No, it's Team
No,
Steel.
it's-
Oh, Team Steel. I'm sorry.
It's Lasorda's Legacy Park.
Okay.
I spoke to somebody about this before, and the thing is, you go there. What was I talking about? He throws me off track all the time.
What can I tell you?
No,
is what
we
it
were
is.
at this tournament,
Oh, you're at the
and at the end of the it was like the semifinal game, and I don't read all these rules and shit they give us as the tournament rules. So we're tied up like 4-4 going into the 7th at the bottom of the 7th.
right.
And the guy says, "Oh, by the way," he goes, if you go into extra innings, they put a ghost runner on second
Oh,
base."
God.
I go, "What?" I go, "What are we playing stickball in the fucking courtyard over here? Get out of here!" He says, "I'm not doing that. That's lame. This is not even real baseball."
Yeah.
Right. And they did it,
That's what they do.
and they
Wow.
did it then. It was called Chicago. They called not Chicago. It was
California.
California rule.
California rule.
The California rule.
Yeah, we won a championship with California.
Right. Well, they said to us, they go, "We're going to use the California rule." I was like, "What the fuck? I've been coaching 20 years. What
I
the
don't
fuck are you
get it.
talking about California rule?"
Bases loaded, 1 out, right?
Well, that was one of this tournament I did.
Yeah.
I've done
Right?
that. Bases loaded, 1 out.
So we ended up winning that game, but I was talking afterwards. I said, "Could you imagine in a million years if the major leagues ever did something as pathetic as this?" And they're doing it.
They're
And they're
doing
doing
it.
They're doing
They're
it.
doing it.
So
Yeah,
they
but you
don't
know
have
what?
to play.
Attendance is up. Attendance is up. All these.
You think you think people are driving to the game going, "Let's buy tickets"? They have a ghost runner.
Yeah, I think that these.
They have
yes.
this ghost runner in the
Yeah.
10th inning. If they ever
Yeah.
get to the 10th inning, they're gonna have a ghost runner.
They're not buying
I-
tickets.
fuck
for
out
that.
of
I'm telling you, a
They're
lot.
probably
what's-
coming because they think it's going to be a fast
What's
game.
happening is the millennials and the Generation X and all that. They want something quick. They want to know that they go there at 7 o'clock. They're out of there by 9:30.
So go in the back seat of your
That's
car.
why the attendance is going up, because they know if they get there by 7, they're out on a regular game at 9:30 the latest. They can plan their evening accordingly, and they're saying that's one of the reasons.
Why don't they just do what hockey does then and just have 3 hitters come up and
Okay.
see how many home runs they hit?
Come on,
It's as dumb as that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
You're putting a runner on second. Do you realize
Why is that
a
ridiculous?
pitcher could come into a game, clean slate in the 10th inning, let's say 11th inning, come into a game. He's got a man on second. Guy hits a ground ball to third. He throws him a ground ball to second. He throws him out. The run goes to third. Runner goes to third. Right.
Yep.
Fly ball to center field. The run scores. He just got 2 outs. He didn't do anything wrong.
I know.
The next guy grounds out to short. He's losing. He's the losing pitcher.
I know.
How the fuck are you the losing pitcher? You got 3 outs in a row.
I'm just telling you.
It sucks.
I'm just telling you.
Bullshit.
But
agree.
There's a resurgence. All right, Candace Sackman says, "Oh my God, Bobby, what'd she say? They include tips on our bill in North Carolina. Thus, New Yorkers say, I'll give what's deserved. Manager, please." Elizabeth Batterby, that is bullshit when they try shaming people into
We're getting a phone call.
You had to wait online. It's not waitress service.
Tipping should be something that you do if you feel like you got above and beyond service. End of story.
Jack Broderick and Debbie Broderick said Graz leaves even early during games with the new rules. I leave early. I don't stay for the whole.
Right, you leave early.
I'll get to you in a second.
What's the difference, though? If you want to go home after 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
Go home after 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, but the game's not over.
The game's not over.
So what?
Well, it came to.
If you can't focus on staying there for the entire game, leave when you fucking.
But a lot of people are getting.
I find the day at the ballpark relaxing. I don't really want to just be in and out of there in 2 hours.
Me either.
I really don't.
So the last game
I like to spend the day at the ballpark.
I used to look forward. I used to look forward to extra innings.
But see, nobody cares about that anymore because this is what they want today. They want a fast game, so they made it a fast game. They don't care that
the pitch clock accomplished.
I've been watching the game my whole life for 50 years, let's say, and nobody cares about me just wanting to stay at the ballpark more than 2 hours.
And I was in suites when I left, so I missed a home run.
Oh, you've been in suites a long time.
Debbie Broderick. You know what? Fuck you. Limo talk. Who's this? Hello.
Hello, Graz.
Hello. Hey, Pat. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. How's everything? How's the family? Michael still hate my guts?
Doing good.
Michael still hate my guts?
Doing good. So I want everyone to know the whole story about what happened with tonight's sauce.
Go ahead.
Oh, good. We get the complete story.
The real
now.
story?
Yeah, not the Graz
This
version.
is the exclusive
Is
now.
this your portion here?
First of all, thank you all for your honesty. Oh, hello.
We're here. We're
Yes,
listening.
go ahead.
We're doing what we're supposed to do, not talking over each other.
You want it?
I wasn't sure if you guys really liked the sauce until you broke out the bottle of wine that you all were repulsed by.
Yeah, my wine was not good, Pat. So good thing we didn't pair it with the food. I had the food by
First,
itself,
yes.
right, without the wine.
Pat, it was
See,
disgusting.
It's funny. I was in the fridge as I was cooking today, and I saw my brand new Pecorino Romano, and I was going to.
Oh, Pecorino Romano.
There you
wasn't it?
go.
At the last minute,
That's
I
all
forgot
it
it. I'm
needed.
sorry.
It
It's
needed
very good,
a little
Pat. It's very
snack
good.
bag full of Pecorino Romano would have been perfect. To
So what
sprinkle on.
happened was,
Pat, are you on your
I
way
was
with it?
driving past Graz's house, and I saw him, and then I called him on a different subject, and then he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I just came home from the supermarket. I was going to have raviolis for the kids. I'm under construction." He saw it. I got barely a kitchen. I got a sink and a cooktop, and that's about, and a fridge. Right, Graz?
Yeah, oh, without a doubt. Place looked like a bomb hit it.
And he said,
It's functioning.
"Are you really?" He throws in some ethnic slurs, and
Yeah, he told us he called you Irish Jew. Are you Jewish?
And I said, yeah, that's Michael wanted, oh my God,
Pasta bolognese.
bolognese.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
And
Bolognese.
that's all I was gonna do. And he goes, "I'm coming by. I can't wait to." And so then I got on the internet. I looked up some recipes, and I decided to do a real bolognese.
Well, I got to tell you something. I think it was awesome.
I think it's very
it's
good.
very good. So you're telling me you didn't use
It's definitely
you didn't
edible.
use the Ginter's sauce at all?
Very good, Graz. Gintas.
Graz, I sent you the picture. Did you see the picture I sent you?
Yes.
So let's get this straight, Pat. You took olive oil, put it in the bottom of a pan, right? You chopped up some garlic and some onions, and you maybe threw in some oregano or some parsley or something like that, and you fucking made this sauce from scratch.
Wait a minute. I'm with you on so many things that you were talking about tonight.
What?
Right?
I
But
can't
no,
hear you. She's over here
I
making a racket.
chopped, all the ingredients.
It's all fresh. It's all fresh. I was with Lily Stolzberg on News 12, and we made it together.
How long did
And
it take you to
Uncle
make that recipe?
It was about 40 minutes worth of prep. Then you had to cook each thing, in like intervals. I was going to say it was about 45 minutes, and then you had to let you don't want the acid, and you had to cook it down for. I cooked it down for about 2.5 hours.
I got to be.
Wow, you did it right. You did it. You got to cook it.
Nice.
You don't want to cook it too long. You
That
got to
is
cook
good.
it like for 2 hours, and otherwise you
It's a
do
nice
get the
time.
acid.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Pat, I got to be honest with you. I'm not fucking with you. This is probably one of the better bolognese sauces I've ever had.
I liked it. I liked it.
It was.
Let's
it
hope
was,
Mrs. Grazadeh is not listening.
It was tasty. It was the pasta was al dente. It had a very good taste.
It wasn't mouchade.
I gave you an A.
Yeah, you don't like the mouchade.
We don't like a mouchade.
No, the only thing I
like Saudi Arabia.
I cooked for the kids at 6:30.
Yeah.
I left it in the pot for you, Graz, and then I cooked you guys new pasta at 8:15 before you showed up.
Wow.
You didn't spit in the pot, did you?
I did not know.
Well,
have you had any leaky sinks or anything like that recently, and you had to catch the water with a pot?
I was crying when you said, "Oh, that's even better. He's under construction, so he's using the pot that he was collecting water with."
Because his house is like open.
I could. Wow. This smells delicious. I can't have it because I have issues. And
he has total issues, Pat.
And the bottom line is, though, it smells really, really good. I might even detect the odor of some grout or some sort of sawdust.
Grout?
What kind of work are you getting done? I feel like there might even be some like solder.
Caulking.
Solder, PVC cement.
No, we're not even. No, we're still in the gutting stage over here. We're not even to that stage
so
yet.
It's just
so
dust.
If anything,
Little
it's a
Teflon
bit of,
tape.
1955 installation fiberglass.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I got one of those in my tooth right now. Thanks.
Fiberglass.
All right, great show, guys. Keep the laughs going.
Thanks,
Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you for the food.
So anyway, Candace Sackman says, "Oh no, not true. My hubby's BFF makes us stay to all innings in a baseball game."
That's what I like to hear.
Elan Rodney says, "Hello, Pat," on the phone. Candace says, "A prisoner wine, Graz. My mother-in-law is a wine pro. It's delish. It's a good pairing with food. Prisoner. Yeah, ends.
Yeah.
I do too. Don't we all?" That's what she said.
What?
About I don't know.
She said, "Yeah, we all do." What?
I can't.
Yeah, we all do, Bobby. Way to go! Yeah, I agree with you on that one. What one?
That one.
Hey, I'm with you on that. What? With me on what?
The thing.
The thing you said before.
You know the thing.
You know what you said.
Candace Sackman wants to know when you're going to be finished with the book, so she can have her father on. Her father's the one with the angel.
Yes, I'm pretty much done with it.
You
It
done?
was really, really good.
All right, so then we're going to have Bruce Sackman.
Yeah,
the
have him
book?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
You've been
6
reading that
months.
for a
But
fucking year.
you guys
About
should
time.
read it.
I mean,
Hello,
you
you guys should read it.
We don't read books.
I don't read shit. I haven't read anything since.
He doesn't eat food.
I don't read books.
He doesn't.
You know what? Today I put together a thing for my TV stand and stuff, and put the new TV on it.
And you said, screw thee.
No, the best thing that ever happened. The directions had no words. They just had
pictures.
Just pictures.
I love it.
This goes here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
This goes to this. Arrows.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Connect 1 with 2,
Loved it.
3 and 4.
Right. A goes
They're all
to B.
numbered or letters.
It was great.
That's
I don't
good.
like reading shit. I don't like reading anything.
Wow.
Sorry, anybody thinks that's fucked up. I'm sorry, I don't.
What are you
See,
gonna do?
I like reading stuff.
You like sit? You
I
like?
do
Do you
too.
like to curl up with a good book?
No, I don't really
You put it
cover
in the
good, but I'll
kitchen.
read stuff like that I have to read for work and stuff like that. But like
What do
instructions.
you do?
What do you mean for work?
Yeah.
Like real estate, commercial real estate.
Yeah, that's why you like to read.
Well, no, I'm saying I have to read for
He
This
work.
has
is a
to.
multiple
I do a lot
listing
of
book. Let's read it.
No residential.
No, I won't.
No.
No, you got
That's a whole
I
other
really don't enjoy reading anything. I don't, and I
I
dread
do.
it. I fucking dread it.
I hated
Yeah.
reading as a kid, but I enjoy it now.
I don't read like books or anything
I'm
like
not gonna
that.
read a
But I'll
book.
read like sports news and I'll
Yeah,
read
like
articles. I'll read
Yeah, I do.
things like that.
Like I'll start reading a story. Like
Yeah.
it says you're looking at something. It says, "Oh, this is what happened in baseball. The Mets are talking to this one and that one about this." And I read one paragraph. Didn't get to the point yet. Next, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know anymore. I'm done.
Most
I'm gone.
times when you read all the way to the end of the article,
No,
that's when
I'm
you
done.
get.
You know what I do
always
in the newspaper?
A good piece of
I know what
information
you
in that
do.
last paragraph.
You know what's fucked up? It's fucked up what I do with the newspaper, and I've always done this. And this is how I know I'm ADD and I'm like all fucked
Right,
up.
you can't
Right?
make it.
I read different paragraphs at different times in the story. Like I'll read the last paragraph first. I'll read the middle paragraph. Then I'll see a name and I'll go, "Oh, who the fuck is Joe Schwartz?" And I got to find his name.
Right.
It's like a game. So
Okay.
I got to find his name in the article, and then I go, "Oh fuck, I should have just read it from the beginning." And I start reading the beginning, and I go, "Wow, if I read the beginning, I never would have read the whole article."
Oh,
Because a lot of times people preface what they're going to write about with some stupid anecdote.
I know, but just start in the beginning.
I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it.
I can see that.
You know, and it's just the way it is. I don't know if anybody thinks like I do, but I just can't stand reading.
I hate reading. I'll listen to one of those, what the books.
Audio,
I got my
audio,
friend.
one of
audio
those
book.
books.
Audio,
One of those
audio.
book
Yeah,
things.
those books in the car reading a
Book things they
book.
got, the book.
And then Jeremy said, "I don't like to."
Could personalize it and say,
Imagine having a taping of Green Eggs and Ham in your car.
right.
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am. Make a left-hand turn at 1,000 yards. But I just don't like reading.
Holy shit! You squaffed down all this
No,
wine?
I did
just took
not.
a little bit.
Jeez, you want some?
No, I'm drinking this.
He's
This is a good
drinking. He's
one.
drinking the strong one.
This is gonna clear me out.
That's gonna clear you out. It's gonna clear something.
All right. I don't think my mic is my mic on.
Yes, I hear you.
You
It's
hear me?
on.
Oh yeah.
Nike.
So
man.
I didn't accept Bobby Lacera's retirement, and he's handing me things for the show to go
Good.
to go sell things.
You're supposed
Good.
to take
We
one and
need-
pass back
we
the
need
rest.
that. That's important.
Take one.
That's
Yeah, like
important.
school.
Tea Time needs a sponsor. I have to go peddle my goods now with the paper.
Why don't you just go to a couple of stores and try selling a little bit?
Because I'm not a salesperson.
Put your brassiere down a little bit, show some cleavage, and walk in and go, "Hi, I'm
Yeah, and
Teresa.
then
I
she
have a
ends up
show,"
at Gilgo Beach.
which is a mile away.
Rex Human.
Oh,
You know what? This guy's name,
this guy.
Rex Hoerman.
Hoerman.
Ho-
How ironic is that fucking name, Hoerman? He was a Hoerman.
Is that
Now,
sick?
what I didn't realize in this whole story was I thought they were all prostitutes. But
No.
they
They are.
weren't.
You know what they're calling them? You know what they call them? I just watched a news show before.
sorry,
The most
escorts.
liberal bullshit fucking news I've ever seen. They go like this. They were all sex employees. What?
Yes.
Nice
yes.
way of saying
they didn't say
prostitute.
They're
hookup,
fucking hookers.
prostitute,
Right.
lady of the
Escorts.
evening.
I think escort is the nicest
Escort.
term they
No,
have.
they're not
Escort is-
escorts because they're really not going anywhere with you, except for the beach.
Well,
But the bottom line was this fucking guy was luring them in. He killed them,
Yeah.
drops their bodies off over thing, and took them, 20 years to fuck.
It's sick.
13.
No, 13. But
No,
No,
it's
but
still sick.
13 is when they found the last one. Prior to that, those murders took place years before. They didn't
Well,
find a full
supposedly
body.
they've
They
been
found
watching
bones.
him.
Yeah, but
They've been
the
watching
police
him.
chief, they all these years they thought the police chief had done it. The guy that got arrested.
No, because he was an
They were
asshole.
they were
that's
blaming
why.
him
They're
because he was
blaming him
always,
and he's still
Because he
working.
got caught with hookers himself.
and
That's
he was always blocking all the things that were going on with the investigation.
If that's the case, they should have just blamed Bill Clinton.
Oh,
You're fucking Hohemeister anyway.
how fucked up is that his wife would go to
I mean-
like Comic-Con conventions
Oh,
and he would
please,
be
they're
solicited.
pathetic assholes. Come on.
And
Not
then he,
that I'm going to ask any of you if you've been with a woman
I have
of the
not.
evening.
I have not.
But I know some men
Nope.
who I know someone who
If anybody's home waiting,
whose
I
brother
haven't either.
actually took him. Like, it's like a rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like 15, 16. I don't know how old he was, but he took him to like this whorehouse and he goes, "You're going to become a man now."
no,
I don't know if that's like,
no.
I'm just
I
saying.
told Christian I take him to a strip joint.
He took him to lose his virginity and get crabs at the same time.
Oh my god!
Well, it's possible. That's for
How
sure.
pathetic is that for a guy to do
Smooth
this
move.
for?
Did
Get
you
out
see
of
his house? He was an architect.
Oh, it was terrible.
His house was a slum. Then I saw him in one of his videos of how he was talking about.
Well, I've seen your
architecture.
cars.
Yes,
you're
I saw
a
that.
fucking limo driver.
Come here, let me take the fucking bottle.
well, just saying. I
I'm
mean,
outside. I'm like,
my
whose fucking car is this? His car needs a good wash.
Oh,
And
needs
girls
a good
goes,
wash.
that's my limo. I'm like, what?
All right, hello guys. Shut up! Don't even say anything.
sorry. He'll get a wash tomorrow.
Shut it. The two of yous. Yeah. Now you know why I don't talk about limos on the show because you two will trash me.
No, just saying. He just happened to notice a call that needed a wash. He's not trashing you.
Debbie Broderick says yes. I thought it was the police chief too. I think he never wanted to have work done on his house because he didn't want anyone in it.
To find anything.
That's Debbie Broderick. Elizabeth Batterbeat. First of all, Elizabeth,
Yeah. What else are they going to find?
I know-
Bada-bee.
Batterbeat, I know you haven't been feeling well, so I hope you feel better. From everybody here at Limo Talk, we hope you're doing well.
yes.
And thank you for listening. And then share the show, please.
Really?
Yeah, the show.
Really?
Debbie Broderick, share the show, please. Thanks.
share the
Candace
show.
Sackman,
Just
share the show.
Share
That's
the
all we
show.
care
Share
about.
Share the show.
I'm going to get you a shirt that says
Share
share
the
the show.
So,
We got to get Share the Show t-shirts made up.
Share the show.
how do you do that?
Hashtag
How
Limo
they
Talk.
can't find this guy for 13 years? How is that possible?
You know how they caught him?
They caught him on his
Pizza.
Pizza.
On a
They
pizza
needed the DNA.
They were-
And I tell my kids all the time, always eat the crust. It's the best part. Now I got more reason. If you ever did anything fucked up, make sure the crust is gone.
Yeah.
They were following him for 6 months, waiting for him to fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
6 months. They're
Yeah.
following him.
Yeah.
Following him.
Like,
Following him.
he's getting pizza again. This
How many
motherfucker.
burner phones do you need? And then how do you're Googling the victim, the victim's families, you
Right,
like
well, that was
everything
the other
connected
thing.
to them? Come
Yeah.
on.
Debbie says, did you guys see the video of the block party going on and the crime scene right there? She says it's hilarious. So in other words, the crime scene's right there.
But
with
the
all
block party
and
still
the-
gotta
and
go
the block-
on.
And the block
Yeah.
party's still going on.
Listen, those Massapequa Park people know how to party.
Did
know
you
what
see
I'm
everybody
saying?
that got it?
Hey, you know, I had to go down and file for that permit.
Yeah.
I'm not letting it go to waste.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But we will read off the names of the victims.
Come on.
Just don't touch the.
Hold on, everybody. We're going to
No.
read the names.
Just don't touch the police tape.
This song is in memory of Jennifer Luigi, who got savagely killed by the neighbor over here. The guy across the street. Look at his house.
What are they going to find?
This
in
goes
that?
out to you. If I can't have you.
I don't want.
I sang that Friday night.
So
I
did you
know,
see all the
yeah.
interviews? They're like, I don't understand. How can this be happening in our town?
Yeah.
He would walk around.
It's always the same story.
Yeah.
He was a very quiet man.
Yes.
He was a quiet guy. He was kept to himself.
Kept to himself.
Sure did.
Walked from the house to the train station.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Blending in with the pavement, as they say.
He looked like a fucking lunatic.
But
He
not for
looked like a creep.
nothing. I mean, can you imagine being the wife and saying, "Holy shit, I was married to a serial killer"?
How about even worse? That he's going away.
And then
He's
his two
fucking sex
kids?
workers coming back and then having sex with his wife.
Did he?
That's nasty.
Oh, he's probably
They
did,
said- they
right?
said-
Over 13
They
years.
said he did it every time she went away with the kids. That's when
Really?
he would attack his victims
Yeah.
when she wasn't in town.
So good information would have been knowing that this guy had given his wife tickets to go to Disneyland,
I guess so.
and he was staying
Here,
home.
honey, you need a
You know,
trip.
and then when that's when he struck. You know,
Bob, I can't even. And then he was talking about it with a coworker about serial killers and laughing it off.
Crazy.
It's just sick. It's sick to think that this guy he probably killed 10 sex workers.
sex workers, they're hoes, they're prostitutes. Get the fuck out of here. sex
Escorts.
workers.
And Felix
Listen, they're making a
Restuccia.
living.
Felix Restuccia. Hello, Felix. I watch you.
You're such a Democrat saying it like that.
I'm sorry. So he had
No, they're prostitutes.
prostitutes. He had 2 daughters too. Felix Restuccia said. So he had 2 daughters
Wow.
and his wife, and they were.
They're gonna be so proud.
Oof.
Freaking murdering bastard
Imagine
father.
that- imagine
That's
Hey,
what I feel bad
never,
for.
They never caught the strangler. The strangler.
Boston,
They never caught the Boston strangler.
they didn't.
Well, they're saying there's probably someone else involved here. There was 11 victims altogether, and they included a man and a toddler.
A
Of all the-
Yes.
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 Yeah, he
of
killed
all
a
the
kid.
people
There were other
found down at
victims.
Gilgo, it's 11 total. 4.
No,
the
that
original-
makes me sick. It was a
Yeah, but
little
wait.
kid.
The
Yeah.
girls were in the same
Well,
burlap. The girls were in the same burlap.
They
The other
were.
victims
They
were wrapped
believe-
differently.
Yes,
So that's why
they
they're
believe
not
somebody else was
sure.
involved,
Yes.
but they
It's
don't.
like a
Yeah.
dumping ground. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
where Hoffa is. We don't know.
He
But
was
I'm sure there's other bodies there
Giant
too.
Stadium,
Hoffa.
end zone of Giant Stadium. That's how I grew up knowing where he was.
Would you,
But they dug it up.
would you sell your house
They
if
did
your
dig it
next
up.
door neighbor was a serial killer?
What?
If you knew if I were living
No,
next
he's going to jail.
all right, but it's creepy.
No, I wouldn't sell my house.
It's-
I'd actually buy the house,
I was just gonna say that house
And
will
sell
sell.
tickets.
Why will that house sell? I
like
don't
the
understand.
Amityville Horror House.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
because
Yep.
people want to be associated somehow.
And this
They
is
love
going to be
serial
the next
killers.
new movie.
What do I
now.
care?
I'm gonna buy his
How do I
house.
know what happened in my house before I bought it?
So
You don't.
my
My house
no.
was built in 1948. Right
Yeah.
in 1952, there could have been a mass killing in there.
You're
What the
right.
fuck do I know?
I found
God
out.
forbid.
I found out when I bought my house that I had 6 different Colombian families living at the in the house at the same time. 6.
I got to call Border Patrol on you.
So I
There's
have
only-
4 people and it's 5 people and it's tight. Imagine
Let me tell you
24. You know, there was families of.
In Wantor, about 5 or 6 years ago, there was a murder. The husband killed the wife, and then he killed himself. And it was so sad because the kids ended up coming home from school and finding the parents. It was sick. But that house sold after I guess they come in, they do a cleanup or whatever. That house sold fast. mean, like fast.
Why would you want to be?
Because the price is usually good. You're gonna get
you get a discount?
You're getting a discount, and if it doesn't bother you, what's the difference? You don't know what happened in your house.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Unless
besides
you're
the
the
fact that
original
you had,
owner.
besides the fact that you had every landscaper in town working at living in your house, that,
Oh,
you
God.
probably had hasps on every fucking door in the bedroom.
Oh my God! When I walked in there, the guy says to me, he goes, there were 6 different families living here. I go, how? He goes, I don't know how.
See, we're only
And
the
it was
third
disgusting.
owner.
I'm the third owner too on my house, but I redid my house. I knocked it down. Artie Sickler knocked it down, and I kept 2 walls.
What was he driving?
No, he built it.
Was
for
he
me.
walking really
Artie
fast?
Sickler was my contract.
Yes, I'm here.
God.
Oh fuck!
He doesn't drink.
I'm only kidding, Audie.
I think he was a guest on Limo Talk.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but I think you guys are sick. I could never buy a house that somebody fucking.
I didn't
Okay.
say you
He didn't
would.
kill him in the house.
But
People
you
will.
may never know.
You don't know if he did.
Wait,
You don't know that.
Time out. My father.
I don't want to know that.
My father.
but you're gonna.
My father-in-law dropped dead. He passed away in my house, and we had to.
And you're still there?
Well, we redid the whole floor because my wife she couldn't take it. She wanted a change because he was in my son's bedroom. He had a massive heart attack in the bed, and he was dead from the bed to the floor. And Emma found him.
Oh, it's sad.
And Emma found him.
Yeah.
And I still
Wait a minute. I'm picturing dead from the bed to the
Oh,
floor.
that's sad.
The gentleman, the coroner, of the fire department says that he had passed just from the bed to the floor. He was gone, out,
Wow.
massive.
So he fell out of the bed?
No, he just had a massive heart attack and
He got out of the bed.
He got out of the bed. Heart attack.
Fell.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
That's the part I was
That's-
missing.
yeah.
All right.
thank
Well,
you.
I'm sorry.
Got a
Missing bit of
choreograph.
info.
I really don't want to go into morbid details.
No.
My wife might be listening. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Oh,
I'm
well,
very
looking
sorry.
for
It's sad,
more.
but you know what? It's like going in your sleep fast.
I was. Yeah.
Fast.
Well, the sad part. Wait a minute. The sad part about it is my mother-in-law, my wife, and my sister-in-law are in the hospital now, wanting to see if my father-in-law is okay. They didn't want to go in, so they asked me to go in. So as I'm walking in the door, I see my father-in-law, and his mouth is open, and I think he's sleeping. But then I see.
But wait a second. If the ambulance got there, he wasn't DOA when they got there?
But they never said anything to my wife or her family, so they never said anything. They just put him into
Oh, no.
So they put him in. They put him in one
So
of.
maybe the last thing he saw was you.
No.
No, the last thing he saw was my son's room. He didn't see me.
Yeah, but you see, you let me think about this. People die in houses all the time.
I understand that, but I was trying to say I actually thought he was still alive because when I walked into the hospital to the room, his mouth was open, but he had the thing in his mouth. I thought he was sleeping, but then I saw his skin was all blue.
Right. But why?
So I had to tell them.
We've taken a really bad turn on this show.
No, it's
and,
okay. It's all right.
We're all gonna
Folks,
die. The bottom
Bobby,
line is
can we
we're
delete
all
the last
gonna-
5 minutes?
No, we
Well,
got
you
listen.
know,
It's reality.
Death is
It's reality. Listen,
Nobody tuned in to talk about death.
No, my girlfriend says we're all gonna die. Get right with God.
did you share the show?
Share the show.
Thank you.
Share the show, people.
Oh my
Please share the
God.
show.
All I know is when I die and if I go to heaven, there won't be any Democrats there, so I'll be fine.
San Francisco's a fucking total mess, dude. I got a guy that just came from San Francisco into New York. He's moving back to New York, and you know what he says to me? He goes, "It's a total shithole, almost as bad as Seattle is."
Almost as bad as Seattle. How about that for a comment?
I'll tell you, we've gone to shit in this country.
Let me tell you, New York is not that far off.
Far off. They're leading
How's
the
that?
pack.
Um,
This place is pathetic.
What? New York?
New York City, New York
Absolutely.
State.
New York City.
New York City is horrible. The state, yeah, you can
Awful.
say, all right, there's parts that are good, but Long Island is now extended. The city is now extended all the way into Nassau County.
City's got a stigma now.
So DiFilippo, when DiFilippo came in from Florida a couple weeks ago, first words out of his mouth the second day is like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Right.
He goes, "It's like the city." He
It
goes,
is.
"Everything's dirty." He goes,
I live in Valley Stream. Everybody calls it Valley Queens now.
Yeah. Felix Restuccia says Portland is bad
I
too.
take offense to that because I'm from Queens.
You left, didn't you?
Yeah, but
There you go. Bingo.
I love Bayside. I still love Bayside.
All right.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, sure. You love it from here.
Yeah, from afar.
I know you don't
If
want.
I
live
could
from
afford Bayside, I'd
I
probably.
know you
still
don't want me
be
to get
living there.
morbid, but Candace Sackman said my fiance died in a car while I was driving us home from vacation. It's like a scene. It was a scene for a
Oh,
life
so sorry.
for a lifetime
Oh, boy.
movie. And then Restuccia says
Sorry to hear
Portland
that.
is really bad too. And then Candace says New York is bad from what my in-laws say. I haven't been back for 2 years since I moved. And then she says, go girl, I'm from Bayside too.
Yeah, girl. Did you go to Bayside? Cardozo, Franny Lou, where'd you go?
Let's go to
Talk
Bayside
to
High.
me. What year did you graduate?
Franny Lou.
Franny,
You that
Franny
Franny Lou.
Franny Lou, Francis Lewis
Yeah,
Boulevard.
right over
We going down to Franny
by
Lou.
Springfield
Making
Boulevard.
fun
Yeah.
of me. We
Yeah,
went,
right
did you
over
go
there.
to Avante or Elephas? Where'd you hang out?
Oh, which club were you at?
I still can't get over the fact that you guys would buy a house of somebody that'd be a serial
Come
killer.
on, really?
Yeah,
I didn't say I would buy it, but
well,
I
imagine
would
what
buy
he-
it. You said,
Bobby,
would you
somebody
sell
will
your
I'll tell you
house?
what.
No.
I would buy the house and rent it to everybody who left your
You
house.
said, would you sell your house if you lived next door to a serial
I would buy
killer?
it and
That's
sell
what
it
you
to
said.
somebody who wants it as a novel.
I would definitely buy it. I would buy it at a discount and rent it.
But that wasn't
No.
his question. His
'Cause
question
somebody
was,
will bid against you.
his question was, would you sell your house if you lived next door to a serial killer? That was his question. And I said, no, I wouldn't sell my house if I lived next door.
And the
to
other
one.
question I have is, would you buy the house that
Probably not. If I'm living next door to him, why would I buy his? if
imagine
I'm
what
living
went
next
on in
door?
that house?
It's got nothing to do with it. Well, yeah, who knows? I guess
Bob,
we're gonna
I mean,
find out.
really?
Let me tell you something. Crime doesn't pay, and eventually you get caught. Okay, whether it's a month, a year, 13 years, 25 years, you get caught.
I know your answer to this, but Debbie Broderick asked the question right now. Do you believe there are ghosts in the house where the people died?
Absolutely not.
And I do.
Get out of here.
I told you. She went to PS 209 Elementary.
Oh, I went to PS 31, but where'd you go?
Can you
after
imagine
that?
if there's ghosts in the house?
So
Let's say the house is empty. Were they hanging out, waiting for someone to show up? They're hanging out, going.
She don't believe the spirits hang around. I believe my father-in-law's spirit hung around.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I got no spirits in my house.
How do you know?
You're the biggest critic of anything that has to do with ghosts in this world.
No, but there has to be times, Bobby, when you either feel a presence or something, or like, okay, my godmother just passed away. She loved Elvis, and I just happened to be out
Thank you very
shopping,
much.
and there was Elvis mugs, and I'm thinking that's my godmother showing me a sign.
Everywhere
Say
you
hello.
go, there's Elvis mugs. It's like saying, "Oh, I found the Beatles mug."
No, I was in a thrift store. You don't normally see Elvis mugs. This was brand new, pack of 4, brand new,
Brand new,
something
pack of 4.
like something I would buy to give to my godmother. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like a sign for me that my godmother.
Right. It's
is
like a
with
sign
me.
that she was.
Yes.
I saw
Saying hello.
I saw an
Yeah.
Instagram video of a mother that lost her son. Her son was 4 years old and he was into Cardinals. And the minute that they
All right,
walked,
all right, we're getting depressing.
no, it's
No,
this
they
good
say a
conversation.
Cardinal-
First of all, I see
Cardinal-
cardinals on my front lawn every day.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's a
I
good
always
thing.
do. I have
The
Cardinals
Cardinal
in
was sitting on the headstone the minute that they walked in, and she got all upset because she felt
But
like it
that's
was
a sign.
she
I got
felt like it
Oreos.
was a sign. You don't believe there's signs?
I love
Yeah,
signs.
my
I
father
get
was
signs
really
all the
into
time.
Apollo 9 or Apollo 11 when they landed on the moon, and he just played giant steps of what you take walking on the moon. Oh my God! Oh my God! What the fuck are we talking about here? You out of your mind? Stop it.
No, you see, you're the biggest critic and
I'm not a critic. I'm
you're a
skeptic. I don't believe this shit.
So you know what's going to happen one of these days? I swear to God.
When? Bring it on.
Something's going to happen. Somebody's going to. There's
Bring
going
it. Bring it.
to be
Make it
some
tomorrow.
kind of paranormal activity around you, and you're going to call me one day and go, "It fucking happened. I believe now." I'm telling you.
We're gonna
'Cause I didn't-
turn you.
when
You're
I
gonna be a
didn't-
believer.
Bobby, I didn't believe either. I swear I didn't believe.
Until
But until I told you about the story, I was sitting in my.
you're pointing at your fucking
I
headphones.
told you about the story.
Remember, I told you the story.
When I was
No,
sitting in my.
I believe.
Are you gonna let me
no, I
fucking
believe.
finish? I was in the
Weird that you did
computer.
that.
I was in the computer room, I was in the computer room, and it
And it
got
was-
cold.
and he was moving the
It
mouse.
got cold on
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
back of my neck.
Yeah,
It got cold,
you're the
real
visitor.
colder than it was, and I felt like it was there.
I believe it. I so
Did he
believe
grab the
it.
mouse and,
No.
click on?
No,
When you come and visit me?
You're
When
such a beaut. You're just a,
We'll
It's
make a
just
believer
a-
out of him
the
eventually.
keyboard's going. Where the fuck are you
so
been?
now wait a minute, because
No, you can't make a believer out.
No, it's got to help him. Something has to happen, and then he'll.
that's you
Maybe.
know what on your.
Or maybe not.
I'm telling you right now, you're getting a visit, and I'm
You
telling
said this last week.
Kristen Tinsley. I'm going to hang out with Kristen Tinsley. I'm going to make
See
sure.
now, despite you, even if he gets a visit, he's
Wait
not
a
going to
second.
tell
Didn't
you.
Kristen call in for the 10 of 10 and said
There's no
something
way
at the
he's gonna
very
tell you.
end?
Yes. She.
Okay.
She. Anyway, Candace Sackman says they do visit. I believe.
All right, look, we're all Natalie Wood on
I
fucking
believe.
Miracle on
I believe
34th
too.
Street.
I
I believe.
I
It's
do
stupid,
believe.
but I believe. All right, good.
But you can't think less of us.
I didn't say I think less of you. I just think you're just being ridiculous. Go ahead.
But there's other people on here that are saying the
Listen
same.
to me. All the years I owned the bar, right? Everybody told me the basement's haunted.
I believe
nobody spent more time down in that basement than me. I never got a visit. Never got a visit. Maria used to tell me, Maria Testaverde, somebody slapped me on the shoulder. No, you know what that was? That was a spasm. You had a fucking spasm. Right?
Wait, either that was a spasm. Either that or some extracurricular.
Yeah.
Some
No, and I was going to say why she had the fucking spasm. Because your little nerves start bouncing around when you're starting to do the wrong shit. You know, it's like, oh, somebody hit me in the shoulder. You're like, oh, a ghost tapped me in the shoulder. Why is a ghost waiting in my basement going to smack you on the shoulder? Why don't the ghost do something creative, like bring up a case of beer with low?
You've never had
what the fuck?
You've never had
or knock over a case.
All right, wait a minute. So you've been sitting in your basement, right? You were sitting.
Nothing ever happened.
No, you're telling me a case of beer a bottle never fell, and you're like,
there's usually an explanation. There's a cat, a mouse, or something.
Did something ever happen to you in his basement?
I would hear voices.
He was doing more fucking cocaine than anybody. And Maria, get the fuck out of here! You kidding?
Other than the pickle bucket thing.
No wonder why I was paranoid.
Time out. What did you just say?
Oh boy!
I said you were doing cocaine in the basement.
Yes, it was, and I enjoyed it a lot. But that doesn't mean I was hearing spirits.
The spirits that were coming right out of the bag, right out of the fucking 8-ball. They were the 8-ball spirits. They're coming out and they're going, stop doing blow, you fucking idiot, or you're gonna be shitting in a pickle bucket. They're gonna find you dead in the basement.
Get back to work.
Get back to work. There's people banging their glasses on the bar. They're going, work. That's what you felt.
That's true.
Oh my God! I got a visit from a ghost. They're yelling grouse. No, that's the patrons upstairs yelling for. They need a fucking beer. And then all of a sudden they went and got their own. And you hear the door slam to the refrigerator they took it out of, and you're going, "There are ghosts out here."
I fucking hate you.
I'm spot on.
No, you're not spot on. Oh yeah, I did a lot of that shit back then, but I believe that stuff happens. By the way, Mike Bott says hello, and so does Bonnie Scalisi.
Hello, Bonnie.
Bonnie Scalisi.
I think you're wrong. You're telling me.
Look, and first of all, why are all ghosts bad? Why can't they be good fucking ghosts? Why can't they be helpful ghosts? Why can't a ghost come to my house and do my lawn?
All right,
why can't a fucking ghost come to my house and trim the trees? Why can't anybody do anything positive instead of fucking bothering?
Because you're a skeptic and you don't believe it.
So they don't come.
It probably has happened. And if you don't,
they came and did my lawn?
No, that there probably was a spirit around you, and you don't even realize it because you're oblivious of it.
You need to be aware.
You're oblivious, and you're a skeptic.
If I want to sit there and believe, you know what? We've been taught to not believe shit. We've been taught to not believe in fucking Santa Claus. Yeah, shit. We've been taught that the Easter Bunny was a fucking made up thing. The only thing I believe in Jesus. Jesus was real.
I believe that.
And he's not coming back to visit me on my day and his days off.
Felix Restuccia said he said we had a ghost in the mansion at my high school. It was the son of the owner. He drowned. We would hear footsteps all the time.
All right, look. I just tragically died, okay? You think I'm hanging out where I died?
You might.
I'm going somewhere else.
But your spirit might not be let go. You might hang out. You might die here, and you might be hang out in Paradise Studios and have to watch
You'll never leave.
You have to watch Teresa do stand up on us.
That means I went to hell.
That means I'm already there.
Let me take the knife out of my heart.
Pat Walsh says, I'm with you, Inns. Pat Walsh also says, how about a ghost tell me the lottery numbers?
Yeah, why can't you be helpful? Be fucking helpful.
How are they going to tell you that?
Tell me not to make the left I just made. Tell me not to do it. I just made a left. I'm going way out of my way. Why can't you fucking tap me on the shoulder like they do in the basement with you? Fucking tap me on the shoulder and go, no, right.
No, he got wind on his neck.
I got wind on my
cold
wind on my neck.
Oh, look. Why? What the fuck is that? Wind on my neck.
Bob, time out.
There's a crack in your foundation.
No, he passed. There's not a crack in my foundation. He had passed a month ago. We were in mourning. I was sitting in there. There was nobody in the house, and the room got cold, very cold, and I felt it. And all I told you, and I'll repeat myself again, is I turned to him and I go, Dad, I know you're there. I love you. I will take care of your daughter.
I believe it.
And within 5 seconds, it was gone.
I totally
So this little wind on your neck was a signal for you to take care of his daughter. What the fuck is that? How do you equate that?
Do you hear what's playing?
Yeah, why did you play this shit?
I sang it.
I fucking hate this song. This is like hearing Miley Cyrus. I mean, what the fuck?
It's Cher. That American Idol.
Share
the
show.
baby.
Come on.
Share
the show.
the
There you go, Bobby.
Oh, Elizabeth Batterby said the Academy in Oakdale is haunted.
It's too
course
hot
it is.
to wear
Of course.
pants, so that's why I wore.
This
So
is
it's
why
not gonna be
people vote
horror.
for Joe Biden.
Air
This is the kind of people
Come
who
on.
vote for Joe
No,
Biden.
that's not true.
That's
What?
what I'm telling
I'm
you.
not voting for Joe Biden, and I believe. What's the problem?
Vote for Biden.
He believes in life
You make
and
Bobby
love.
feel You make Bobby
Why
feel
do you-
better. Just vote for Biden.
Because there's so many people who's so stupid they'll fucking believe
But
anything.
why is that stupid? It's a belief.
All right,
Name another song with "Believe in It."
It's stupid to him. Okay?
I believe
it doesn't
I can
mean
fly.
It's stupid to you.
Very good.
I
Play
believe
that.
it.
I believe I can fly.
Name another song that would "Believe in It."
You got to believe by the Mets or
Oh.
something. What? I don't know.
How about "I'm a Believer"? I'm a believer.
Oh, I like that. I like that song. I'm a believer.
Don't stop believing.
Oh,
Good. That's good. We're on
I
a roll.
want to fucking name that
People,
thing over here.
send us songs that have "Believe in It." There you go. There's a
Felix
good trivia.
Restuccia said yes. That was my school. So Elizabeth Batterby believes in miracles. She also said she knew that the school was haunted. So all these people know that it's haunted, Bob.
I'm a miracle right here.
We know. Yeah,
I want a list
we
of
know-
all the drugs these people did in their lifetimes. I want to know.
She's a miracle because
I
she had
am
a tumor.
miracle.
And we know.
No, I almost came close to dying 5 times in my life. I'm a freaking
You want
walking
to try for
miracle.
6?
I've seen you on stage. I think you did. If
I'm
you
like, I'm like a cat with 9 lives.
there was no cure for that.
Really?
There was no remedy for that.
Let me ask
No.
you, we're gonna have one more show, the trilogy. Are you gonna do comedy on that? You got to change your whole act around. You can't do anything that you've done
Fresh
before.
stuff.
Fresh stuff.
First, haunted.
I'm actually
Haunted
gonna do
stuff.
5 minutes of comedy.
You
That
can't
night.
do shit.
You know what, Teresa? I can fucking guarantee you right now that I will fucking take that room and I will take
He's
over.
gonna take that room if he makes them quiet.
Yeah, you're gonna
You know,
make him. You're gonna take the room.
listen, skeptic. I asked you to come with me, you and Kristen Tinsley, to go to the cemetery, and she's gonna bring those little.
I'm gonna fucking go to the cemetery. If I'm gonna go to the cemetery, I'm gonna make it either visiting my mother's grave or my father's grave. I'm not going to hang out.
I'll stop believing.
Time out.
That's another great song. Don't
great song.
stop
Well, you know, listen to
believing.
you.
I'm wondering why you're getting excited. You're getting excited because you're
because-
putting your
Great song.
move. What?
Listen, this is 1981. The Escape
Yeah, baby.
Tour.
But when I
From
ask you to
Journey.
play music, you don't ever play music. All of a sudden, spontaneously want you to play music, and like a fucking
I've been
cat.
playing music all night.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
like
what
a
you're
cat,
talking
you get
about.
it done like that.
Well, you know what? I have a little better setup now with thanks to Bobby Lacera, so I can cue things up a little quicker.
So can I ask where you're going next week?
Where am I going?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I won't be at the show.
We know we're not. We're having a show.
Well, but I'm
We don't have
asking
a
you
show
where,
next week.
where are you going? Anywhere good?
Just down to the Jersey Shore.
Oh, nice.
Your what? Just you and your wife?
To meet my wife and the kids,
Oh, nice.
All right.
and the dog.
And I'm
nice.
going to Massachusetts for a.
So it's like a
baseball tournament.
family vacay.
Oh, yes, a little family getaway time.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm not going anywhere. I wish I was.
We weren't gonna. Kind of threw it together, and
Are you going anywhere?
we're going.
Oh,
Where do you wanna
whoa.
go?
Let's
Okay, here.
go somewhere.
Time out now. Here. Here's
I
another
want
one.
to go somewhere.
Felix Restuccia, who's on the top-rated show at Govs Radio, and we like Felix, Chef Felix.
So we needed a preface for this.
Well, I want to suck him up a little bit.
Felix shares the show.
I almost died twice. Each time I saw my dad, and he said, "Let's go crabbing."
There you go.
So he was dying twice. Felix
Nice.
Restuccia.
Okay,
I mean,
now
not
let's
nice,
get this
but-
straight. The guy's in a
Dying
dire
twice.
situation.
Okay.
In a dire situation,
Yes,
and he's waiting on the other side, saying, "Let's go crabbing."
that's what he said.
I actually had an out-of-body experience. Okay. Seriously. No, I'm being serious.
That was you watching yourself talk.
No. I seriously had.
No.
Let me tell you something. I was supposed to get my gallbladder removed. Okay.
Okay.
So they weren't sure it was the gallbladder. So they said, we're going to do an endoscopy and make sure it's your gallbladder before we remove it. So I said, okay, fine.
Good idea.
So they do the endoscopy, but what they didn't tell me was that they were adding fluid to my system to take clearer pictures to make sure it was my gallbladder.
Oh, they but dye.
They added fluid
Oh, the
to my
fluid.
They
system.
put the dye.
So wait, so here it is. You ready? I
Ready.
wake up coughing and I can't breathe. My blood pressure dropped to 70/40.
Are you allergic to shellfish?
Okay, no, I'm not.
All right.
But my blood pressure dropped to 70/40, which is kind of like near death. And I felt like I was laying in ice water. Like seriously, like my body was shaking, like I was convulsing. And the next thing I knew, I was standing at the end of the bed,
But
watching them,
a glass of the
watching them,
walking fool wine brought you back to life.
watching them prop me up to take an X-ray of my back.
So you're watching over yourself?
I was at the foot of the bed watching them take an X-ray of me, and I was very calm, very peaceful.
Really?
And I said to my mother after it all happened, because what happened was the fluid they gave me went directly into my lungs. They gave me pneumonia, and I was on oxygen for 2 weeks. I couldn't breathe. And I said to my mother, it was very peaceful. And like, if grandma came to get me, like, I was okay to go with her. And she's like, what are you talking about? You okay to go with her? You have a 2-year-old. Where are you going to go? And I said, I just felt that if grandma came to get me, I was okay to go with her. But it was a freaky experience that I went through.
Ins, this is for you. Candace Sackman says, I get it, Teresa. I was in the ICU and I saw the white lights and a few things. I fought to stay. I get it.
Yeah, thank you.
So a lot of people say that when
I didn't see a white light, but it was fun.
Are these white lights street lights? What are they?
Come on.
Why is everybody seeing a white light?
That's maybe the gates
he
of
doesn't
heaven.
believe.
Gates?
You're not
Heaven
gonna
has
convince
gates.
him.
There are gates. You think
I'd
there's
rather see
gates?
white than red.
Yeah, I'd rather see white than red.
Like, so somebody dies and they go to a gate.
She says, Bobby, you never forget it. And then
No, it's
Felix,
true. It's
Felix
true,
says,
man.
never go to the
It's true.
light. That's what Felix
No,
said.
you want to stay
No,
here.
you don't want to go right. You don't.
I
wanna
didn't
go
see
to
a
it.
light, but I just felt it was
It's the other
weird
side.
because I saw them working on me, and then like I felt if my grandmother came to get me, I was okay to go. You know what I mean?
Did you want to go?
No, I want to stay with my daughter. I didn't want to go. It wasn't my time to go. But
Did you have that in writing?
God doesn't want me yet. You know, you come.
They
close to
looked at the
dying 5
contract and
times
they were
in
like,
life.
no, she says she can't go.
It's no joke,
my-
man. It changes you. It changes you.
All right.
My Aunt Margaret is 113.
What?
No joke. Yeah, I'm no
She's
joke.
still alive
She's still
at
alive.
113.
Yes, and her famous
Is
line.
she in the Guinness Book of World Record?
No.
Is she the oldest human being?
No. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she
109.
should
109. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna
113 is the record. She's 109.
Holy shit!
So her famous line right now is "God forgot about me." That's what she tells everybody.
I like that. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
she's
great.
like, you know, I'm
That's
still here
beautiful.
because God
and
forgot
she's
about
got
me.
all her faculties.
She's very good.
God
Yes,
bless, man.
She really is. She can't really see,
Oh,
you know. I mean, but she's troubled with.
but she can
her
hear,
eyes,
and
right?
she's
Yeah.
she's with it. You know, because my mother said to me,
She still
I don't
she
wanna
still
lose-
sculpts. She
'cause-
still does her, you know.
"Good for her." No, because my mother said, "I don't want to lose my mind. Like I don't want to lose it." And I go, "You won't know.
Wow.
Bill Cosby.
You
is-
won't
Yeah, but if
know."
you don't want to you don't want to lose your mind, you have to use it. So this
This is
woman,
true.
this my
This is
Aunt
true.
Margaret, she went back to school when she was 75 for art.
It's never too late.
Yeah. And her
Bless.
dream was to get an exhibit open in Manhattan.
And she
with
did.
her work.
She did. Tell me she did.
Like 20 years later. Seriously.
At
I'm not even kidding.
95?
At 95, she has an exhibit in Manhattan at one of these art galleries.
Love it.
Because by then she was very involved at the College of Staten Island. That's where she went. At some point, like when she was like 80 something, they stopped charging her. She just would go. The students loved her. She would
Oh.
sculpt. She would do her paintings. And yeah, Margaret.
Do you have
Ricciardi.
any of her work?
Yes. Her name is Margaret Ricciardi. You can find her
Nice.
work online. But yeah,
Did
she's up in Albany.
Did she
right
see
now
the
with her
light or
kids.
any ghosts?
Wow.
No, I don't think
That's
she's seen anything.
awesome. I should
She's just-
interview
She's
her.
just waiting
Yeah,
for
ask
God
her
to
if
give her
there's
a
She's
any
an
quote.
artist.
I
Pat
should ask her.
Pat
She's a
says
very good artist.
Pat says, you know, it's different from, you know, seeing the light than ghosts. That's different than ghosts. Candace says, the light and the wings I'll never forget. I didn't go. I wanted to stay. I wanted to live my life endlessly since then. For you, go Granny. Patrick Walsh says Graz's wife is 120 in married years. Every year with him is multiplied.
That's great.
Everybody says, way to go, Aunt Margaret. All right.
Way to go.
Everyone
She
says.
is fantastic. She's an inspiration.
Mary Capone said hello to you. Mary Capone said hello,
Hello,
to you.
Mayor.
Hi, Mary Capone.
She says she's
Hello,
doing great.
Mary.
She's going on tour with Al-Azid. Is there a big comedian, Al-Azid, something like that?
God bless.
Yeah, so she's going
Al-Azid.
on.
Good for her.
I saw her yesterday at the Wagner's block party.
Cool.
Yeah, she says she has Teresa.
Yesterday was a big day for block parties.
She wanted to know how Inns was doing. So
Big block party day.
Big block party day. Actually, I was actually down in Jersey at a family kind of reunion. All my first cousins get together down there every summer. We all go down. It's kind of nice. All the kids and everybody.
Nice.
Yeah. It's quite a crowd when you put us all together.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. But it was nice. A lot of traffic, but good time with some extended
Good,
family.
good, good.
Mets Making the playoffs?
No way. No.
Not even close, huh?
No.
See, now I'm still a believer that they're going to make it.
That's because you believe in ghosts. Cleon
How
Jones.
about the
Cleon
X?
Jones is going to catch the last out of the World Series again.
Same thing.
Why can't I believe? Why can't I?
I am the
believe.
ultimate.
You're
I am the ultimate realist. I do not believe things are going to happen when I know damn well they're not going to.
How many games back?
They're like 16, 17 games back.
But wild card,
No,
they're
wild
9.
Wild card, they're
They're
9 in August.
Yes, see,
I'll
I
make
want to
it.
ask him a question.
Hold on,
right now,
time
and
out. Wait.
I can't.
It's not August.
Time out.
Wait, no, I know.
I'll
it's not
I'll make you a
Not
wager.
August.
I'll make you a wager. You want to
Oh,
wager?
here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Let's make it interesting.
Go ahead.
Dinner at Parkside.
I win either way. The only difference is I'm paying the bill. Big deal.
All right. Well, I was thought that maybe let's make a deal.
Wait, what's the
I
wager?
think the
What
Let's
is-
make a deal, Monty.
I think the Mets. I think the Mets are making the
he
playoffs.
buys. If they don't make
If the
it,
Mets
Bobby
make the
buys.
playoffs, Bobby buys.
Right.
If the Mets don't make the playoffs, I buy. And you two can come and pay your
Love
own
the
way.
tuna steak there. I'll go and buy my own tuna
I've never
steak.
been there.
I was there last night.
Oh, my God.
I love going there.
Thank you, Frank Mancuso, for bringing
So,
me to Park.
bottom line is this. Look, if I saw signs of life on this team, if they had a pitching staff that I could believe in, if they had a bullpen I could believe in, if they had,
you got Scherzer today.
he pitched very well
And
today. But
Verlander pitched good the other night.
he did not. He pitched like shit.
But he got through 5 innings, only gave up 1
He
run.
walked 6.
All right, but he only gave up 1 run.
I'm sorry. That's a bad performance. Terrible. That's a Cy Young Award winner. Walking 6 guys. He put 7. So what did he give up? 3, 4 hits?
Yes,
5 hits?
Yes.
Any
and he was-
songs with Believe in
Right?
It?
So that's 11 men got on
Rich.
base. Get the fuck out of here. That's not a good performance.
Senga looks good.
Senga looks very good.
Quintana's coming this week.
Oh, I can't wait. So
You are so skeptical. Dude.
I'm not skeptical. I'm realistic.
Yeah. Yankees are 2 out of the wild card.
Yankees have a better chance. The
know about
Yankees
that.
the Yankees can compete, especially when Judge comes back. What are the Mets? You look at Pete Alonso. He's hitting 206.
Taz,
206.
Taz put your.
I know. I saw that.
Your riff,
Which
about-
is kind of rough for me with working at Citi Field to have that up there.
okay. It was.
Yeah.
I authorized it.
No, but the wording.
Well, I just said. Inns declares the Mets suck.
Yeah, the wording is not good. But anyway, so I worked there.
All right, Taz, take that down. Put Graz declares the Mets suck.
No, you just put Met rant.
Yeah, the
You
Met
know.
rant.
Whatever. But the thing is, they don't have anything consistent on this team. Lindor's hitting like 220, right? You got McNeil. What the fuck happened to this guy? He's hitting
I
245.
think he's still looking for the call from Lindor.
He's still trying to serve the ball into left field.
I think he's going to have a good second half.
Oh, I don't see it.
All right,
Looking
so
at the
are we
swing.
making that bet?
His swing is horrible. Alonso looks totally lost. Not only that, his fielding is pathetic. His fielding is horrible.
He made a great play.
I don't care about the one great play. You got to make the routine play. Last night there was a ground ball to first base that could have got him out of an inning, and he could have made the double play. He throws the ball 20 feet over fucking Lindor's head. He has to leap for the ball, land back on the base, then the run scored because the runner was safe at
And
first.
that's why we lost.
Well,
Because
then they just fell apart.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is he's a terrible fielder now. Beatty looks horrible in the field. Looks horrible. His hitting is terrible. He's hitting 240. Everybody's like, oh, he's raking in the minors. People don't understand. AAA pitching is nothing close to Major League pitching. You can rake all you want in the minor leagues. You got to come up here and do it.
Yeah, I agree what you said last week. It's true. They all throw fastballs all the
So
time.
fastball. It's your inability. Your inability to hit a fastball in the minor leagues will get you nowhere in the minor leagues. You'll end up retiring. Your ability to hit a fastball gets you to the major leagues, but your inability to hit a curveball and an off-speed pitch gets you out of the major leagues. And he's not hitting anything.
But why does it seem like we're always over-evaluating all our talent?
They always do.
Why can't? Did you see the picture of the Braves All-Stars in one picture? Every single guy is booked up until 2029.
They made it right.
How is that possible? You took every single one of your young players and locked them up.
What am I listening to?
Yeah, what are we listening to?
Billy Joel.
It's Billy
New York
I
Joel.
State
thought it was
Line,
Billy Joel.
Really?
Live
They
at,
played at the ballpark. They played This Is Shea.
live at Shea Stadium 2008.
Live at
This is from
Shea,
the last play of
baby.
Shea. Because I was just saying, what did we listen to? Because when Citi Field first opened, they played this all
I thought it
the
was
time.
appropriate.
Elizabeth Batterby says, "Do you believe in magic, daydream, believer?" What is that?
Do you
It's a
believe
song.
in magic? That's two
Yeah,
songs.
and then Daydream Believer. Isn't it the Monkeys?
And that's the
Is
Monkeys.
it the Monkeys? Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
I can name that tune in 3 notes.
I want to do that with Bob. Like I wanted to make little snippets of because he's really good. He'll get them all.
Yeah.
Get them all.
I'm pretty good too at that. I like that. Name that tune. Remember that show?
Let's see. I can name that tune in 2 notes.
Do you remember the singer on Name That Tune? Who it was?
Sam Harris.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
The original Name That Tune.
The singer? What singer?
There was a show called Name the Tune. They named that tune, and there was a singer that would come on and sing like the first 2 or 3 notes of the song.
Maybe it was Peter Lemongello.
No, it wasn't. It was Kathy Lee Gifford.
Oh, please.
And at the time, she had a Dorothy Hamill haircut.
Most annoying person on the planet besides Kelly Ripa.
Bob?
What?
Who's this?
Oh, that's Horse with No Name.
Horse with No Name.
Oh,
yeah.
shit, you got that.
I got that.
All right. Who's this?
That was kind of easy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm giving him a couple.
Even I got that.
All right, I'm trying to get more. I want to see how good he is.
Bobby's very good.
Ready?
Bottle of red, bottle of white. No. Oh, that's
That's like, oh God.
Oh,
my God, I know it.
You got this fucking thing playing.
that was Chicago, by the way.
Yeah, Chicago.
That was
I
Chicago.
should know
All right,
that.
well,
Hello.
All right, let me see if you get this one right, Bob. One more.
You're the biggest part of you're my inspiration. That's what it was. Is that Barry White?
I can hardly hear it.
That's not Barry White.
So annoying.
That's the Rolling Stones. All right, I mean, here, Mick
All
Jagger.
these years, you don't know where the sound goes into the microphone. How many years have you been doing radio?
Oh my
Give me the number.
God, that is
12,
so
13, 20, 36, 40, freaking 7. How many years?
Oh my God, that's priceless.
You can go fuck yourself.
How many?
Because in about 5 minutes, you're not going to have any more years of doing radio.
But you will come back as a ghost,
Am
won't
I
you?
right, though?
Since 19,
Am I
you
right?
want to know how many years?
I've been on this show 7 years.
1998.
You've been doing that 7 years. I've been trying to correct you.
Since 1998,
Oh my
I've been
Okay,
doing
so
radio.
that's like 30
I've been
years.
doing
So 98, 2008,
Yeah,
2018,
Boston Cream.
25 years.
I know, but I've
Okay.
been telling you that since the other place.
So it goes down like this.
Oh,
or
by
down
the way,
like
it just registered. That's Can't You Hear Me Knocking.
this? He got it.
The speaker is here.
Okay, I'll get
Hold
it.
on, hold on.
Go.
The receiver for the microphone is on top. So like
So
that.
like that? All right.
Like that is
It's
the
got cream
optimal
in the
sound.
middle.
You know
Yes.
I'm trying to produce here because you sure as hell don't help out.
Oh, you're right. I'm not doing anything over here.
You don't. Here, Bob. Who's this?
Oh my God.
Shut up, Bob.
Oh, cut out of here with the fucking song you just played
Come
before.
on. I was gonna say walking on the moon.
Oh, how'd you know that? All right,
I
you
just
guys.
played
He
it.
played it just a minute ago.
Oh, I didn't know.
And I even mentioned it.
Oh. Tough choice.
I took the one with the cream in it.
Yeah, of course you did. It's right up your alley.
I know.
Oh, Christ Almighty. What? What's the
That
problem?
cream.
All right. So anyway, bottom line is
How
this.
about the strike?
I think here's what I'm talking about. I think that when something really strong, a strong force can come out, that you're going to get a real signal about something. If there's a strong force from the other side,
Okay.
it's not going to be somebody moved a quarter on my fucking table. All right.
Okay, what do you
No.
think it's going to be?
It's going to be something identifiable, something that's going to be reveal itself in some sort of very clear way, not some stupid shit. I was just sitting here and my coffee lid popped up, and that means my grandmother's here. What the fuck? How the hell are you going to say that? No, she liked coffee.
I believe. I know you believe.
I do.
I know you believe.
I do,
I
'cause I
can't.
I didn't
I
say
get a
I
lot-
don't.
I get
Did
a-
I just say I don't.
I get a
believe?
lot of signs all the time.
I think. Do you believe? I didn't never really ask you. You seem to be quiet on the situation.
No, I do. I've said that before. I absolutely do.
Wow.
I've had certain situations. that-
Great radio. We're all eating
occurred.
on the air. It's so great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Wait.
I'm gonna lick it.
That's what goes on your
Oh,
lip.
watch me lick
That
it.
goes on your lip at the end. That's your end. That's you go like this, like that.
Oh, boy.
You just fucking grossed me out.
It's so true. That's Teresa. Oh, let me get the last bit.
There we go now.
Oh, I'm done now.
I'm gonna lick it.
We know you
You're gonna
are.
watch.
We know you are.
You're all gonna watch.
We don't want to watch.
No,
I,
but-
Croswell. Don't worry.
It's dripping.
All right. I'm sitting next to you. Yeah.
I'm sitting next to you.
Dan Rothny wants Don Williams. I believe in love. Have you ever heard of it?
Don Williams.
How about we play some Dean Martin or something and just somebody enjoy the night?
Right.
Vinny Aspromonte's watching. Hello, Vincent. How are you?
What's up, Vinny?
Hope everything's well.
All right. I believe
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
That's amore.
Bells will ring, jing-a-ling-a-ling, then you sing Bella.
Oh, Melissa Graziadei's watching.
Oh, good, yeah.
Right now.
They really filled this good.
Oh my God.
They filled it up.
Oh my
good.
God. She's just a
They did.
sexist. You just everything's
That's not
about
sexist.
It's everything is about
No.
sex.
You people, your minds are in the gutter. Okay.
You just said the cream was dripping, and you're going, I'm gonna get every last bit
And
because you're
Don Williams.
gross.
and
What's this? Don Williams?
Don Williams. I believe in you.
timeless.
By request.
Really?
And Rothny likes this song. She's one of our best customers, clients, whatever. Listeners.
Listeners?
Yeah, listeners.
How long you doing this shit?
22. You
It
know
sounds
what?
like Rocco Perillo's doing fucking karaoke.
Did you see
That's funny.
Rocco Perilli put an Instagram up?
He's funny.
He comes out of his house and they're playing Cuban music all around the neighborhood. All of a sudden, he locks the door. He turns around. He starts doing the fucking Cuban dance. he's
He's
really-
good.
He is good. He actually, I asked him to do the trilogy to come on for the third comedy show, and he has accepted.
Really?
So Stephen Rocco it's Billy Geyer,
Here we go.
Matt Arvalo,
Here we go.
Stephen Rocco Perillo, and Anthony Grazide right now doing
Uh-huh.
5 minutes worth of comedy. Inz is your host.
What about Kristen or Bonnie?
Chicks are right now going to be you.
Chicks.
The chicks are going to be you.
Wow.
Would you like chicks with dicks or just
I
chicks?
think Mandy Jones is going to come and do some time. I don't want chicks with dicks.
Just letting
We,
you know.
we have that here.
You
we
have,
have that,
you have-
we have that here in another podcast.
We were
Yes,
doing
you
so
do.
good tonight.
I know. I honestly have a suggestion for the next one that I think
Oh.
would improve the show,
Okay.
but I don't know if this can be done. I think you need some type of an elevated platform for the comedians.
Me too. I
So
agree.
they're not standing
stage.
eye level with the patrons.
It's a stage. Yeah, we need a
Yes,
stage.
you need some kind of a stage.
You can
some
build-
kind of a where they
Like a
step up.
stool.
Yes, and they're up there, like at an elevated height.
Okay.
Yeah,
Duly
I think that
noted.
would help.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
So you're hosting that night.
Why don't we all stand on the pool table?
Yeah, baby. Or the bar.
I
I'll
don't think
stand
there
on
is
the
a pool
bar.
table.
Is there one? I don't even know.
Nah, no pool
You
table.
could stand on the
They got some
bar.
high tops.
I stood at the bar at
All right,
Coasters.
look, there's 5 minutes left over here, and you're going to the bathroom.
No, there's not. There's
All right.
20 minutes.
Look, we've made it through this far in the show, and all
He
of a
had to
sudden,
go pishada.
a pishada.
A pishada.
But,
Go. Where's the pens next time? Really?
You know what? I just, he painted me as somebody who doesn't believe in like
No, you believe. I'm
in,
sure you felt your father's presence over
yes,
the years.
but that's
Come
just
on.
feeling some presence. That's feeling a
Yes.
presence. That's
Yes.
but it's
It can
not.
be subtle.
He's not going to do something stupid like blow a breeze through and make my drapes flap in my room suddenly. No, it's going to be something a little bit better than
Yes,
that. That's
it
what
will
I'm saying.
be. Absolutely.
All right,
So
so
that-
I'll tell you something that happened to me.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's like the early 90s. I had just moved out to Farmingdale. Me and a friend of mine rented a house over on Conklin Street.
Oh, I know where that is.
Now there was two houses there. They're not there anymore. It's a new development. But there was two houses there. One was a doctor's office. This Dr. Squire from Farmingdale. People who are original Dalers might know him. I don't know. And then his house was right across the parking lot. Both houses are on Conklin. There's a big strip of a lot of commercial things there. So we started renting the house. The guy lived in Florida. We'd send the checks to Florida, whatever. We get in there. We start painting because we're going to, make it our place. Every night we were washing out the paintbrushes in the sink.
Sink.
Right. So we had a spackle bucket with all the clean stuff, whatever.
And Walsh's pasta.
And Walsh's pasta was right on the counter. So apparently somebody
God.
had passed away in the house.
All right.
I don't know, I think it was his wife
Okay.
that had passed away there, and then he moved to Florida. So every night we're doing that. It's like a week, couple of weeks. I mean, we're in the rooms, whatever. We're doing stuff. So one night we come back to because we're working all day. We're coming back trying to get the house ready because we're going to move in. Downstairs, there was a basement, but there was only like one light. It was like a switch
the
at the
basement
top
was
of the stairs.
downstairs.
The basement was downstairs, but you came in the. It was downstairs.
It was upstairs.
The attic was upstairs.
There was an attic upstairs.
Let me start with
and there was a basement downstairs.
Oh
So anyway,
I'm trying to get a visual.
I meant to say you could access the basement from the kitchen where we were rinsing out the brushes.
Right.
So there was a door there to go downstairs. At the bottom of the stairs was just like a single light bulb.
Oh my God.
One night we come in, we go, where are the freaking brushes? We can't find anything. The bucket was now downstairs with the light on. We hadn't even gone down in the basement. The light on, and the bucket is directly under the light, right at the bottom of the stairs, with all the brushes and everything in it. We have been leaving it in the kitchen every night. It was then downstairs.
It was moved.
Now, did somebody move it and screw with us? That's what Bobby would say.
Someone had to move it.
No,
Did
one of
somebody-
you did it.
did somebody
Were
wanna
you
let us
drinking
know
beer
they
at
were
all
there?
during this endeavor?
Was
Oh
there
my
alcohol
God.
involved?
Oh, there was lots of that.
All right, here's what happened.
Yes, lots of that.
You thought you left
But
it
no,
in the
we were
sink,
sober when we
but
showed
you
up
brought it
after work.
downstairs. Was there a slop sink in the basement?
No.
All right.
Good question, though. But no, there was not. There was
Well,
a
you
washer-
maybe you went down looking for the slop sink with the brushes in the bucket, and you said, "Fuck it, no slop sink," and you went upstairs.
The only thing down there was a washer dryer.
So you believe?
Yes.
Let me ask a question. And I'm going to qualify this, and
ahead.
we're going to put this to rest.
I'm in my early 20s.
I know, and you're also doing a lot of other shit. But all right. Anyway,
Not as much
So-
as Graz.
so the other thing is, why? You tell me why any ghost would want to move your bucket.
Wanted to let us know they were there.
If they want to let you know they're there, grab the roller and do a wall. Do a fucking wall.
I agree.
I want to see that roller going
I
all by
agree.
itself. Nobody fucking holding it.
I
Just a
absolutely
roller
agree.
going over the fucking wall. Why are you going to move my brushes? You want to show me your presence? Help out.
Help out.
I'm with you. But he didn't help out. He just moved.
You know? Why we
Yeah.
got to be so
Or maybe
malicious?
it was his wife.
Why we got to be so
Maybe
malicious?
she didn't like it there.
Get a roller. Don't
Maybe
get
she
in some
put it
paint.
downstairs for a reason. Maybe
Okay.
she wanted me to paint the basement.
Maybe.
Oh,
Pussy
What
Blake.
about that?
she's like, for years.
I never even thought
for
of that.
years I was. You just got this today.
I just got
30
this
years
down.
later.
Yeah.
For years I was bugging my husband to paint that fuck. I'm burning the brush down there, and they'll probably catch on to what I'm talking about.
Of course, he had to live
So you
longer than me.
so now you think that's just coincidence? Somebody fucking.
Of course he will.
Absolutely.
Of course he would.
Absolutely, because I can't even find my sunglasses someday, and then I realize I put them somewhere. They were in my hand, and I left them somewhere.
Pat Wall says, "Inns, I'm convinced Frank Cashin made a deal with the devil in 1986
He did.
for at least 50 years."
Yeah. Who said that?
Pat Walsh.
Pat Walsh.
He's right. I believe that too. I believe that that's possible because the Mets in '86. I think this is what happened. They were blowing the playoffs in the World
Here we go.
Series. They had the best team in baseball, without a question, and they're blowing it. And I think Frank Cashin was like, you know what, I got to do something here. This team has to win the World Series this year because I promised there was a 5-year plan and we're going to win. And the devil tapped him on the shoulder, just like Graz in the basement at Inch 41. Tapped him on the shoulder,
Get
and
back
he
to
says,
work.
listen to me. I'll make a deal with you. You're definitely going to win. I'm going to make it happen really fucked up. But you're never going to win for another 50 years. And he probably went, done. I ain't going to live for another 50 years. Who gives a shit? And he fucking went and
So
did
that
it.
means they're not going to win anything until 2026.
It was October
You're taking this
27th,
literally.
1986.
I will be 36.
What was?
When they won the World Series?
1986.
Was it
19
October
was it
26th
October
or
26th?
October 27th?
Bobby?
What? I have no idea.
What day did the Mets
It was either
win the World
26th
Series?
It was the end of
27th.
October.
Yeah, it's the end of October.
Yeah,
Why
I
do you
know.
think it was those days?
Well, because it was around my sister's birthday, and my sister's birthday is the 27th.
So this is relevant how?
Well, because I remember it. We went out with pots and pans like it was freaking New Year's Eve that night.
I still don't understand the pots and pans on New Year's Eve. I want to understand that too.
I was
Instead
in-
of
I was in college.
noisemakers, we had pots and pans.
Yeah,
old
when people
school,
were poor,
old school.
If they couldn't buy
Yeah.
fireworks, they'd use pots and
Get
pans.
back to
Yes.
that. Get back to that. They're out pots and pans on fucking New Year's Eve, and then they're making me a fucking pot of spaghetti.
Oh, that's Pat.
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck? Again, I'm going to qualify this. I don't want any pots that can use on New Year's Eve.
Game
I really
6, Mets Red Sox was October 25th.
There you go. You're wrong on both
I
ends.
thought it was the 26th or 27th.
We have a
Well-
new listener saying hello. Good evening,
So
everyone.
when was Game 7? The next day?
Hello?
It was the next day.
Who
The next
are
day.
they?
So it's the 26th.
26. They won on the 26th.
They won on the 26th.
Thank you. It was okay.
Willie Spencer says hello, new listener. Good evening, everyone. Happy
Willie.
Sunday evening, everyone.
Hey,
Salute,
tune in
salute
tomorrow
day.
night.
Speaking of the Willies, I was in Richie's basement, which is underneath the main floor at his house.
It's downstairs.
See, I don't mind talking about this so subject.
I don't mind either because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you're gonna have a.
You're not
moment.
going to tell Bob. I'm going to just tell you right now. You're not going to tell Bobby a story where all of a sudden he's going to go, "Oh, okay, that I believe."
No, it's
now."
not going to happen.
So now
It's
let
not
me.
gonna happen.
Okay.
No.
Oh my
Uh,
God,
the
we're
last-
still trying.
No,
Still trying.
I know,
It's
still
10:40.
yeah, it's 10:42, 10:46. I'm done after this. You and I go with Kristen Tinsley. We're sitting in a cemetery, and she's got one of those things that can.
What, an 8-ball?
No.
Shaking it.
She's shaking it.
She
She's
goes,
like, hey, guys, take a
Is
hit.
there life after death? Yeah.
Wait,
Is there
hold
life?
on, wait on. Yes, there
There
is.
is. I feel it now.
Absolutely.
So we go there, and she's got one of those devices that the
A device. We're buying a
that the
device.
thing makes
it's like
a
a
noise.
Geiger
Is
counter.
when she
Is
talks,
it-
and she goes, "Is there anybody there?" And they go, "But," or something like that.
Yeah, there's a meter.
As,
It's a,
like
it's
a
certain
ghost
meter.
meter. If that went off in a cemetery, you're going to tell me you wouldn't
They
have
use those on
you wouldn't have
professional shows.
any.
I'm going to say we're interfering with someone's Wi-Fi.
See, it's impossible to make.
Not possible.
It's not possible,
No.
huh?
No.
So what about all those shows that we watch? Those ghost hunter shows.
drugs.
It's not drugs.
Oh my
What about all these
God.
people that were talking like tonight, like Candace Sackman and Felix Restuccia, and even Teresa, saying that they saw the white light?
I believe that.
I didn't see a white light. I just saw them working.
Hers was more of a fluorescent, like an orange.
Hers was more the cream from the fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was
from
like,
the
like
Boston
the,
cream.
like the Boston
It was
cream.
good.
Yeah,
So we hear.
I just think that you are such a critic, a skeptic.
You keep
about
saying critic and skeptic. I'm not a critic and a skeptic. I just don't believe it. It's not a skeptic. A skeptic is someone who's not believing something that everybody else does. Come on, stop it. Give me some real concrete evidence that there's some sort of spirit around here. Spirits, all the spirits that might be in here, please do me a favor. Pop the cork.
But you know
Look,
it's not going to
look,
happen.
Everybody focus
It
on the
doesn't work
fucking
like
cork.
that.
Yes, it
No.
does.
It's not
Why
gonna
not?
happen.
Why can't the spirits that are here just try to appease me for a minute?
Because they're not going to.
They're not going to do that.
No.
All right, I'm gonna
That's
take
not
my
gonna
hand. I'm gonna.
But
dr-
you
I'm
said
gonna,
you said you do, since your father passed, you do feel him in certain ways.
Yeah, every time I do
So-
something I'm not supposed to, I hear his voice go, "What the fuck are you doing?
All right.
Don't be stupid, you moron.
What the hell is wrong with you?" I hear that in my head when I'm doing something. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
All the time, they tell you this when I took a psychology class and they said you hear your parents' voices in your head
Yeah.
as you get older.
Yeah.
And I do all the time.
Me
Like
too.
Yeah.
like sometimes I'll stand there and I'll go, I go like my lawnmower runs out of gas. Right? I go get the gas and I bring the thing over and his voice is in my head going, "Don't do it over the grass, do it over the sidewalk, you freaking idiot. You're gonna kill the grass." And I go like this, roll it onto the sidewalk.
All right.
And that's not
Oh,
ghost.
so that
That's
No,
what,
it's not.
that's a presence in my head.
I'm not fighting with you anymore.
It's a
I get it.
memory.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I can't make you believe in
All right,
it.
so let's change the subject. How do you guys feel about the actors and writers strike that's going on? Like, are you gonna miss your
I think
favorite?
it's about
Are
time.
you gonna miss your favorite shows in the fall when they
I
don't
have,
return?
I have absolutely no
No.
favorite shows. I watch
You have no
nothing.
favorite shows?
My wife has
None?
been
No.
watching Shameless.
Zero.
You ever watch Shameless?
Yeah,
Oh my God, she's addicted.
my
She's
current favorite
That's what
show
happens.
is
is
the New York Yankees.
Yeah, my current favorite
okay.
show is
That's my current favorite show.
MLB Network.
I just watched.
Really, that's what I watch.
I just watched Quarterback on Netflix. Did you see that? Quarterback is about.
No.
They're following Patrick Mahomes. They're following Marcus Mariota, and they're following Kirk Cousins around from last year. It was fantastic.
By the way, DeAndre Hopkins to the Titans
To the
today.
Titans.
Let me.
Yeah.
Could I ask you a question
Go ahead.
and change the subject a little bit because
Yeah.
I wanna plug something real quick.
Of course you do.
Everyone here loved the movie Rocky, and do you remember how old you were when you first saw the first one?
Absolutely.
I was 10.
Talk to me, Sly.
I went to the movie theater, Limbo movie theater. I went with Joe Pellizzari. I went with Mike Mormon and Sal Morganti. And we watched it at the Limburg movie theater, and we all ran home like we were running up the steps in
How
Philadelphia.
old were you at the time?
13?
Okay. You? When was the first time you saw Rocky?
I was 10. Perth Amboy Drive-In over in Jersey on the other side of Staten Island. I also saw Smokey and the Bandit there.
Great movie.
And
I
Grass?
was 11 and I saw it at the Green Acres Mall.
See, this is how we all remember. I was 12 and I saw it at the Quartet on Northern Boulevard.
There's got to be some kind of tie-in.
Well, there
that
is.
You must have done a movie.
No, and I'm gonna. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna.
Let me just tell you, the guy who played the stand-in for Burgess Meredith was in the Bad Boy, and he got me in a new play.
Oh, bite me! Listen to me.
It's Ray Negron's
Shout out!
third
Shout
cousin.
out!
Ray Negron.
Listen, I'm giving a shout out to my friend John Messina, who has.
Wasn't he in Loggins and Messina?
No, he's a
No,
wrestler.
it's
Your mama don't
John-
dance and your daddy don't rock and
John,
roll.
listen, John Messina
Oh,
had
sorry.
a premiere on Friday night at
okay.
the Belmore Playhouse.
Okay.
He has a very fascinating story.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we about to hear it?
Yes. Listen to me. His
We got,
dad-
hold on, we got 9 minutes.
I'll be
Make it quick.
quick.
How
Here's quick.
fascinating
His
is it?
dad was diagnosed with cancer. But before his dad was diagnosed, him and his dad made a promise that they wanted to run the Rocky Steps together one day. Okay. So 48 hours before his dad passes away, he says, John, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to run the Rocky Steps for me. Because
This guy's on his deathbed. You're gonna make him run steps?
No. The dad's telling his son, pay attention. So now
Pay attention.
Jay, how you doing? You
Now,
feeling
a
better? How's
year-
the oxygen
now,
level?
a year-
How's the insulin?
Crank it up.
Sorry,
We're
John.
doing it. Crank it up. We're doing
Hello.
steps.
Now a year later,
We're gonna high five the
are
statue.
you gonna let me finish? A year later,
No.
his mom is diagnosed with cancer, and unfortunately, she passes away. And then 24 hours later, the mother's mother, the grandmother, dies of a broken heart, wants to be with her daughter. So in a year, he lost his father, his mother, and his grandmother. Then he fell into a state of depression, and one night at 7:00, he says he hears something that says, "Go run the Rocky Steps. You promised your father you never went. Go run the Rocky Steps." Gets in his car, drives to Philly, gets there like around 10:30 at night. No one's there. Runs the Rocky Steps. Okay, gets to the top, and he feels his mom and dad's presence with him, and he hears the words "fight story." And he knew from then and there he wanted to interview people who went through traumatic situations but were influenced by Rocky movies. And everyone remembers the first time they saw their Rocky movie. You remember how old you are, where it happened. So if you go on Tubi right now, you can see the first series, the first episode of it. So Friday night, he did the second Fight Story 2.
Okay.
And then he's going to do Fight Story 3. It's a trilogy.
Are you in it?
I am not in it, but I am plugging it for him because I believe in the mission. I believe in the message.
And he's coming on your
Because-
show tomorrow night
No,
at 8
no,
o'clock.
I already had.
By the way,
I already had him on my show. I do want him. John knows I want him back because I want to talk about the second series. There is a gentleman in the series, unfortunately, that gave a wonderful testimony about how he survived cancer. And unfortunately, he did pass 2 weeks after he was interviewed. But what was nice is that he's got that legacy of his story of how Rocky, because you think about it, you get knocked down, you get up again. You get knocked down, you get up again.
that could be a song. I
Right?
get knocked down and I get up
I
again.
know.
Oh yeah.
But think
I'm
about
gonna make some money.
But think about how you felt after you left watching Rocky. Didn't you feel like uplifted?
I just told you my friends
You
ran in the
said
street.
You wanted to run, right? You felt invincible.
Joey and Pellizzeri. And we're running
Full
on
speed.
on what do you call Merrick Road?
Merrick Road.
We're running
There you go.
in the middle of Merrick Road.
There you go.
Pat Wall says, Bobby, we almost got through the one episode without the mention of Bat Boy.
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
almost,
No,
you can't.
almost.
Almost.
Pat, we can never get through one show
But
without Bat
my
Boy.
point is, watch Fight Story, and watch it.
That was
because
a
it was a
lead up
great-
to watch.
I'm just
Fight
saying,
Story.
it's a real. It's
So
a really.
everyone
It's really
that was
interesting.
involved in this story has passed on.
No.
And-
Watch the first one. Everyone's still here. I'm just telling you, watch it. It's very inspirational.
She's getting a little frustrated with you tonight.
No,
Right,
it's
listen,
just very inspirational. It's nice to see something that there's no violence, no cursing, no killing, and it's inspirational.
Oh, that's boring.
My I was watching Rocky 3 and I got this somebody
killing.
somebody told me that I should spend the rest of my life getting punched in the head by Mr. T. Should never come back. Fool.
I
Yeah.
pity
I pity the fool.
I pity fool.
You guys are nuts, man. Holy shit.
I don't. I love that story.
Pain.
What was the Rocky movie that sucked? Five.
The one four.
Four.
When he went to-
No,
Oh,
four was good.
No.
Four was with Dolph
no.
Lundgren.
Morrison
That's
was
four.
five. Morrison was
Five.
five.
Horrible movie.
Yeah, one. I enjoyed 1, 2, 3.
Did you enjoy
and
Creed?
I have enjoyed 2 of the.
Let
Creed. I
me
haven't seen-
explain.
I haven't seen the
how-
third Creed.
I didn't see Creed.
he goes back to his roots in
You have to
five.
watch it.
Yeah.
Right? He's
Yeah.
going to train.
Tom.
Talking like an idiot.
Yeah.
Right? And he has the street fight with him.
Yep.
And
Yes.
they're beating the shit.
Yes.
2 of those punches would have knocked any normal person out cold.
Yes.
Right? But no, they're punching each other
Well,
like.
that's why it's a movie.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh,
But then,
you
but
gotta
then they
have to fight
redeem
to the last.
themselves with Rocky Balboa. Was a good movie.
Great movie,
Right? And then Creed,
which is a very good movie. All 3 of
But
them.
the story I'm going to go. I saw at the Lynbrook movie theater, Rocky, and the last movie I saw at the Lynbrook movie theater was Creed,
Oh, wow.
and then it closed down,
Oh,
and then they rebuilt it into the Regal.
mm.
But and I went with my son Nick to see Creed, and I did not expect that movie to be as good as it was.
And it was,
very,
right?
very
Have you
good.
seen the last one? I haven't seen the
No, I
last
didn't
one
see
yet.
it.
We got about 3 minutes. Put her on. Let's get the hell out
Put
of here.
her on. Thank
Great-
you, everyone.
Patrick
for tuning
Walsh,
in.
great show. Good night, guys. I hope you enjoyed the pasta. Taz, the resident artist. All right, guys. Next week, we're not here. He's not here. I'm not here. So we're going to take a week off, if that's all right.
He's not here. I'm not here.
I'm not.
Are you here? Are you here?
For Bobby Inzarello, Ins41, ins41.com. For Tea Time with Teresa.
See you tomorrow night, 8
Tomorrow
o'clock.
night, 8 o'clock. She'll make sure she doesn't mention us at the beginning
That's
of our
not
show.
true. I'm so going to mention you.
For board up extraordinaire Richard Zarelli. Thank you very much for everything tonight.
You're welcome, Graz.
For Bobby Lacerra inside, who retired. Oh, he's behind us.
Yeah.
Oh.
He retired, but
Yeah.
he likes to hang around and throw little jabs at us. Aaron Rothney, I will see everybody tomorrow night.
Don't forget to thank
man.
everybody that was on
All right.
tonight. Graz.
Thank everybody. You go ahead. Say thank you for
Bruno Capola, of course, Pat Walsh, and thank you, Pat Walsh, for the meal
pasta.
tonight. Very
Pasta
nice.
was great, Pat.
And
Thank you.
Rothney, Felix Restucci, Elizabeth Batapede, Candace
Restuccia.
Sackman, Restuccia. I like Restucci better.
Willie Spencer.
I think it should be Felix Restucci. I know there's an A there, but I'm just saying. Mike Bott, always joining in. Love Mike Bott. Bonnie Scalisi, Mary Capone, Taz, the resident artist, joining in. Vinny Aspromonte, thanks for tuning in. And Willie Spencer.
Elizabeth Batterbead.
And I said Elizabeth Batapede.
Did you say?
I did.
All right.
Happy birthday, Rain Pryor.
Oh, actually,
Shout out
you
to Rain.
distracted me with Felix. I did not say her. Elizabeth
see?
Batapede.
Hey, folks, you know the whole deal.
Hey, did you know that? By the way, I just want to bring this up. Somebody who's texted me this.
Uh-oh.
The wife of the murderer from Gilgo
Yes,
Beach went to
yes.
Farmingdale High School.
No.
Oh,
Wife-
do you
Are
know
you
her?
serious? I didn't
The
know that.
wife.
Do you know her?
Went to
No.
Farmingdale High School.
Asa something, right?
No, she got a maid in different
Asa
names.
Ellerup,
Oh, I got to find out.
Oh, look
How
in the
old was
yearbook.
she?
Look in the yearbook.
59.
She was a Dale, so that means she was
Look in the
she's
yearbook.
at 59. So
She
I'm
wrote to me.
so wait a minute.
Herman's wife, Asa Ellerup, 59, was out of town when the murders took place, and her DNA was found on the victim's remains.
Yes, from the husband. It was a transfer
And so
DNA.
she's in 19. So she's in 1980s,
82.
1982 alumni of Farmingdale High School.
Look in the
His
yearbook.
wife went to Farmingdale High School. She's a Daler.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, Mass Big
President?
Well, of course, this is my friend, my good friend who
Well,
when-
listens all the
who
time.
listens and
critiques
and
us.
is also a Daler.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
And she laughs all the time.
She
when you-
also previously worked at Long Island Jewish Medical
It's
Center.
Grazza Day.
right.
Really?
It's Grazza Day.
Wow.
Everybody.
She was very distraught, quoted as saying,
I
"Please
would be
leave me
distraught
alone. I
too.
will not be saying anything."
Wow.
Elizabeth Batterbead said like and share everything. Everybody, good night. I would just want to tell you, we'll be back in 2 weeks. For everybody, pay it forward. Treat people with love and respect. Pay it forward for everybody.
2 weeks. What's that date? Sunday the 30th.
Yeah, we'll be back.
And leave milk and cookies out for your ghosts. Leave milk and cookies out.
Hey, everybody, if I could ask you to like and share the show, give us a like, give us a share. For the immortal Bobby Inns,
Immortal.
for the immortal Bobby
Whoa.
Inns 41
Whoa.
Inzarello, who will be hosting Trilogy number 3 coming in September.
Number 3.
Hers.
Trilogy's number 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
September what?
It's
I don't
the same
know.
as the
The
basement.
basement is downstairs.
You're gonna
My
find.
birthday- my birthday's
Shut up. You're gonna
September.
You're gonna get me that field for Beeper softball in
Give me a
September.
date. I'll get you
September.
a field.
September.
You got to give me a date. September's not a date. That's
all
a
right.
month.
Give me a date.
Tea time.
September.
We got to go. Tea time with Teresa tomorrow night, 8:00. Who's your guest?
Joe DeBarry.
Another fucking actor. Christ almighty. Get
When are you going to have Jimmy Valentino on?
Yeah, when are you going to have somebody different?
I told him.
Call Jimmy Valentino.
I told him
Bobby
I wanted
Valley?
to do my show.
Jimmy was in
He's
Gravesend.
a singer, and he's a singer.
Yes, he is.
I'll get him on.
That would be great if you did, Jimmy, because Jimmy
Yeah.
on that show
Watch
would be.
how you say that.
Oh God, Jimmy would do. Jimmy would be great on that show.
Willie
Yeah.
Spencer says good night, everyone. For everybody on Facebook, for everybody on YouTube, could you please subscribe to us? Limo Talk on YouTube. For Tea Time with Teresa, 8:00 tomorrow night. The immortal Bobby Inns, 41 in Zarello. Bought up extraordinary Richard Zarelli. For Bobby Lacerra inside, who's not retired yet. And for me, Anthony Grazzi Day.
Oh, she graduated in 1981.
Oh, 1981.
Oh, so she's turning 60.
And for the Dela, for the 1981 Dela.
So all I got to say is maybe your high school's haunted. Your old high school. Well, you didn't go to it.
It's
But
just us. Is that what you're
I
saying?
never went to school,
only the
right,
Dallas.
Graz?
you have every reason to believe in ghosts.
Everybody, good night.
Ciao.
Good night.
See you in 2
God
weeks.
bless. We'll see you in 2
See you
weeks.
tomorrow night.
I hope you had fun. Share the show. God bless. For Bobby Lacerra, Bobby Inzarello, Tea Time with Teresa, Richard Zarelli, Pat Walsh and his pasta, and me, Anthony Grazzi Day. Good night.
And when someone cuts you off, give them the finger.
Good night. God bless. Good night, everybody. We love you very much.